Icewind Dale has become trapped in a perpetual winter. Ferocious blizzards make the mountain pass through the spine of the world exceedingly treacherous, and this land has not felt the warmth of the sun in over 2 years. In fact, the sun no longer appears above the mountains, not even in what should be the height of summer. In this frozen tundra, darkness and bitter cold reign as king and queen. Most Dale residents blame O'Reel, the Frostmaiden, the god of winter's wrath. The shimmering aurora that weaves across the sky each night is said to be her doing, a potent spell that keeps the sun at bay. Dale folk live in a scattering of settlements known as 10 towns. The drop-off in caravans coming from the north and travel between settlements in this never-ending winter has left everyone feeling isolated. Although each town has resolved to appease the Frostmaiden with sacrifices of one kind or another, no respite from the winter's fury seems forthcoming. 10 Towns is a place to test one's mettle, and in the spirit of heroes who have come before, leaves one mark on this frigid, blighted land. Meaningful Gaming presents Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frostmaiden.
Can do something with a +1, so I have to wait till we're rested. That's why I'm waiting.
Good evening, gentlemen. Hey. My mic is not working.
Can you bless just one item, or how does it work?
Just one, yeah. Hold
So
on, I'll link it to the chat.
Right.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi. I think we're waiting for one more. Who are we waiting for?
JD?
JD. Oh, JD's typing.
Seems to be on mobile, so I guess he's perhaps on his way.
Let's have a look.
Once I have my infusions at level 2 of Artificer, I can do another infusion that does basically the same. Either +1 to AC or +1 to weapon. Or if anybody ever uses a gun, I can infuse it with I'm not sure what it's called. It just never runs out of ammo. It loses the reloading trait.
The repeating infusion, or what's it called?
Yeah, repeating ammo or something.
Yeah. It's pretty sweet.
Exactly.
You don't have to take the crossbow expert feats in order to actually use a crossbow and be useful.
Yeah.
Alright, JD's going to be a little late, 10 to 15 minutes, so I think we'll just get into it. So, welcome back, gentlemen. Nice to have you here again for another game of Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frostmaiden. So, last week, we'll drag her close to the Icewind Dale map so we can get a bit of perspective of where everybody is. So, last week, you made the trek. Oh, let me just get one thing set up here for myself. Across to East Haven, which is where you are now. You're looking for two things, really. You're trying to track down a lost person up here in Calvin's Cairn, which will be great once you get there. You managed to pick up another quest along East Haven. Apparently there's some local fishermen that have gone missing somewhere along Lake Dinnershire. I'm not entirely sure where, but you figure since you need to go via the castle Cair Dinival anyway, you might as well head and follow along the ice itself and look for these fishermen. So that's where we find ourselves at the start of the day. What would you band of mighty adventurers like to do?
As well, I believe. The Hag Cave, that would also be somewhere along Lake Dinnershire, I believe, with the Cauldron of cauldron with food and stuff, right?
Oh yeah, the sampo-like object from Finnish. It sounds like it at least.
And not only that, but the cauldron is said, this is the vision you got from the almost ill-fated encounter with the poltergeist. She seemed to indicate that this pot of food could potentially feed an entire village. And during these times of great hunger, people more or less living off the knucklehead trout which comes from the various lakes, it could be an absolute boon to a village. So something to
And
keep
then
in
it
mind.
would produce just knucklehead trouts.
oh, that would be so cruel.
By the way, didn't Stalo also look for? He was looking for someone near Calvin's cairn, another Goliath.
No, the guide is the one I'm looking for. It
Okay.
could be a Goliath, but they said that it was a lycanthrope.
Okie dokie. I have my notes on the other computer, not here, so I can't look it up. Sorry.
I can probably upload the document I'm working on for update
that
it for
would be
each
great.
session. Let's see. Session notes.
Sorry, DM. Go ahead.
No,
Just
that's
a
fine.
little-
We'll wait for these notes.
Let's see.
Malcolm, I have a few questions about the journey. First off, what time of day is it approximately right now? And secondly, how long would the journey from to Caer Dineval take alongside the lake?
Okay. So if you were to travel directly from East Haven to Caer Dineval, it would take about 9 hours. Now that might seem disproportionate compared to the travel times you've done so far, but the road is just that bad. You did learn that Caer Dineval and Caer Connig were basically relying on the ferry from East Haven to shuttle them in supplies, and you know that they're kind of really suffering, and you get them. If you were living there, you'd think you'd been abandoned by the rest of the 10 towns. So 9 hours. 9 hours from Caer Dineval to East Haven at the best of times. And going from the way you're going, following the lake, it's probably going to be about the same time. It's a lot straighter, but you're traveling on ice, probably falling on your butt more than once. And time of the day, I think we started off at the morning time. You're planning to leave it at first light, effectively, from memory.
If
So this
it's
is
more,
the next day.
yeah. I mean,
Okay.
that was my question, because then I would use Blessing of the Forge to give stacks +1 on his bow.
Sweet.
Done.
Okay, so we're up at full HP and spell slots and stuff.
Yep.
Nice.
Do you think we could help bring some supplies to the towns if we are going there? Since you mentioned like nobody's going there, maybe they would be willing to pay us something to get stuff there. I don't know.
I mean, that's up to you guys. I mean, there are East Haven is a fairly decent sized town. It's not quite as big as Bryn Shander, but it's pretty big. You could find supplies there. The question is, how would you get them there? Could it be? One imagines it would be a lot more than you can carry. The way you have seen people transporting stuff around it is typically on dog sled.
Which is too expensive for us for now. But
That's true.
you know what? Next, I'm working on something that will let us transport a lot of material at once, but it's not quite ready yet.
Ooh.
Okay.
Let's wait till I'm finished, and we can do that later.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay. I will tell you that Garrosh knows in particular that Caer Dineval is not a particularly big town. residence of about 100 or so people, and it's dominated by a big old castle, almost like a fortress, not a full-blown castle, but that's things you know about Caer Danaval. About 100 residents, not the friendliest places at the best of times. Hard to find food and shelter there, and it's especially bad now. Yep. Feel free to take an arrow back. And just as a question does that +1, is that a magic thing? Like, would it be a magic bow now, or merely a +1 bow, if you know what I mean?
It's
Non-magical version. Yeah.
you touch on a magical version of a weapon and turn it into, I assume, magical, because you imbue it with magic and it turns into a +1 bonus.
Oh, yeah, I see. You imbue it with magic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. Because, a lot of creatures take less damage from non-magical weapons. But, and that's for Stax, right? Stax's bow?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, got it.
Somebody just got a bullseye on his ass.
Yay! Alright. Then I guess the sun is rising and it's time to head out.
Yes.
What do you guys say?
And we're taking the route over the frozen lake, correct? To look for
Yes.
the fishermen.
Exactly.
Fishermen, eggs, cauldrons producing massive amounts of food. This is definitely the more interesting way.
I agree. Sounds like this cauldron could be of great boon to any of these settlements for sustenance in these times.
And as far as I can hear, mostly to Caer Dinaval.
Just be sure to don't go on any loose ice, guys. And Stacks.
Put on your snowshoes before you walk on it, yeah?
Yes,
Yeah,
be
you-
careful so you don't slip and slide. It's it can take a bit of a hurting fall if you slip on the ice.
Okay, so you guys set out from Esthaven. The weather is merely bad, thankfully. You encountered a blizzard along the eastway. It's not as bad as that. It's just good by the standards of this endless winter that has beset the 10 towns. So it's bad, but you wrap up in your furs, put on your thick fur-lined gloves, and wrap yourself up so only really your eyes are peeking out. You guys are a little familiar with each other. It's Theodore is perhaps the easiest one to spot because he's shorter, but everybody else, their forms are hard to pick up. But you know the hulking form of Garrosh, not to mention Stello as well. But you wrap up, head along, crunching through the snow with your ice shoes. The rumor had it that while you're looking for a missing fisherman. So can I all have you perception check? Since it's not blizzard conditions, it's just straight perception. It's not at disadvantage where it normally would be. And one more from Garush. And we have our wizard friend back with us. Excellent.
Hey, Edwin.
I'm up. Just hi. Just starting up roll 20. Apologies for the
No worries.
No problem. These things happen. Okay, well, so you head along, and you've been following. Victor, why did I just move this token? Show you where you are. So cutting along here, Theodore, while trapping through this ice, your ice shoes crunching on the snow, you do notice something bobbing along the shoreline. You're not really following the exact line of the ice, figuring that's the most dangerous thing to stand on. It's just simple common sense. But you do see what looks like a rowboat bobbing untethered in the water. It's maybe about 10 feet off and across the frozen water. So where the edge of the ice is, it's about another 10 or so feet to the rowboat. And Edwin, JD, yeah, you managed to spot snow. Congratulations.
Look over there. That's an odd-looking pile of snow, you guys.
Yes, but Theodore, you
It's
do
yellow.
spot this rowboat, and I assume you pointed out to your teammates, and you'll see this rowboat. It's
Yeah, I
untethered,
stopped the part.
and there's no obvious occupants in the boat.
Gentlemen, I think we've come upon our first clue as to the location of the fishermen. Is there any way to get to the boat? It's not locked into the ice since it's bubbling, right? It's in
Nope.
the water.
It's in the water. It's 10 feet off, so it's not a huge amount off the side there, but it is
Yeah.
in the water.
Can I use my tinkering tools and make a grapple hook so we can tie it to a rope and just pull it to the shore?
Sure, and I'm going to say with your tinkering ability, attaching a hook to a rope is easy enough to do even without a skill check. So yes, you may. So you have a
Okay.
grappling hook now attached to the rope. Grappling hook attached to the rope.
Garrosh, would you do the honors? You're the strongest and probably it'll be the easiest for you to pull it.
Sure,
closer.
hand it over. I'll do my best, which might not work, but I'll try.
So make me a
Don't
general
get too close to the edge.
general dexterity check, Garrosh, just to make sure you can land it in the boat and lock it on.
Dexterity check coming. Here.
Good enough. It's not a difficult throw from 10 feet away, and you're a strong enough half orc to pull it in easily enough, and the rowboat comes against the shore.
Okay.
All right, here it is.
Excellent. Let's see what's in it. If they left any clues, they're obviously not inside.
No, there's no bodies. There's no sign of life. But what you do find are 4 oars, 4 sets of fishing tackle, and a dozen empty bottles. I'll put that in chat.
I tried to smell what was inside of the bottles.
This is another thing that doesn't require any type of check. It is very obviously strong alcohol. It's hard to place it on, but just smelling it, you get that burning sensation in your nose, indicating a strong alcohol. Hard to say what it was. Might be basic moonshine, might be whiskey. And you figure going out on the lake is dangerous at the best of times. Now that it's particularly cold, you need a way to keep warm. I mean, you're just sitting on a boat open to the elements. So you figure these people were probably drinking while they were fishing, if nothing else, just to keep warm.
Bad idea to drink and fish. These are lessons I taught to my son.
Is there any
Is
sign
it
of
the rope?
struggle on the boat?
Make, let's say, a survival check. No sign of struggle. There's no recent scratch marks from hastily scrambling off the boat. It just appears to be a basic boat in normal condition. But what you
I'd
do...
like to check.
What,
Oh, sorry.
yep, no, I'll let you go first. Yep, you'd like to check...
No, please go first.
Okay.
Might change.
Oh, okay, fair enough. What you do notice, though, with that survival check, Theodore, is but behind the boat, kind of, you had to go down quite a bit to see the boat, like scrambling down a snowbank almost, quite a bit. And right behind the snowboat, you see a cliff, and this cliff is like a good 80 feet tall. And you see there's on the side of the cliff, there's a bunch of caves, and one cave is at water level, and there's two other ones about 20 or 30 feet above them. And you look down, and when you're checking out the boat, you do notice some tracks, and they're leading through the lowest of these cave levels, the one that's at water level. So there's one at water level, one at 20 feet, and one at 30 feet. And the footprints appear to go into the cave at the bottom.
Anyone else see the tracks over there? They seem to be going to the cave. Shall we follow? Carefully.
Yes, let's be...
Because
To the caves? Are you sure? I don't think that's a good idea.
I mean,
Remember
the
the-
fishermen might have taken shelter there.
Or
we
it's
might
the...
find a hag as well.
Yes, that's what I was about to bring up.
Don't be scared. I'll go first. If they throw anything at us, it will probably hit me. Don't worry.
Well,
There's strength in numbers, I suppose. Go ahead then.
Stacks,
if I
could
may
you
get
perhaps...
it-
Could you perhaps sneak up and see if you can see anything?
Yeah, that does sound a little bit better.
Well, let me drag you over to this new map so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. So you can see this is the water level cave down here. There's another cave entrance here, 20 feet up, and another one here, 30 feet up. You could scramble up those easily enough. So if you wanted to go up here, no athletics required. There's lots of crags and rocks and various things along this face here.
Can we
But-
get a light source in there? I don't see shit.
I see it, so it's probably just his token.
Let's have a look.
I don't have dark vision, probably due to that, yeah.
Let's have a look.
Can I have a torch? Anyone?
Yes, you can have one of mine, of course.
It's very kind. I forgot. I should have.
I can.
So JD can't see. Yeah, if you want to carry a torch, JD, you can. I can hook you up with a torch. Give me just a second.
For clarification, did we need to cross the water to get to the caves?
No,
Or was
water
it
is
on our side?
completely frozen over. There's no water.
Hmm.
Like just glancing into this passage down here, it's ice. It's a little slippery, but it's definitely ice. And can everyone see now?
I can't see.
You can see, good. Okay. So
Who's going?
does Stax wish to sneak up and have a look around?
Yes, please.
Okay, make me a stealth check.
Before he goes in, I'll just pat him on the shoulder and say, Moradin's is with us. Have faith in your abilities, and I'll give him guidance.
Okay. So make me a stealth check, Stax, and then feel free to move your token wherever you want. Ooh, nice.
Ooh.
Technically a plus D4 on top of that. Okay, so...
If he wants to.
Yep. Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, you can use it in the next 10 minutes, I believe. Is it 10 minutes? A minute.
1 minute.
Okay, now Stax, you have dark vision, so you're not shedding off light, so that's good. Yeah, you see what you see ahead of you.
I'd like to go a bit deeper inside the cavern
Okay, so you creep
until
along.
well, probably just around here. Because
So,
I saw
Yeah, well, this is the whole point of
something moving around the corner.
Yeah, what you see is a wolf. It's almost twice your size. Like it's a huge creature. And the floor of this dark cave, it's fairly uneven, and it's a whole bunch of bones around. Can you make me a nature check? Ooh, very good. So you look around, and you some of the bones are animal bones, and some of the bones are humanoid bones. Like, could be humans, could be dwarfs, could be tieflings, but they're definitely humanoid bones. Oh, boy. Yeah, I'll bring boy on. That's a good point.
By the way, I said I can not see the map. Sorry for the...
That's right. Let me sort out boy first, and then I'll sort out your vision.
Thank you.
Is the path with the tracks or without the tracks?
The tracks were to the cave to the south.
All right.
Okay. Oh, there's ginormous boy, and JD cannot see. Why cannot JD see? Oops.
No, I can see. It's Starlo.
Oh,
The
sorry.
lights don't have dark vision either.
Yeah.
So either you make me shed light, that should work actually for him. Maybe he lacks the vision at his token. Because if my
Makes
token
sense.
sheds light with the torch, that should work out usually.
How's that, Stellar?
Still dark. Let me see. No. Sorry, I was too far zoomed in, so I couldn't see the black stuff.
Well.
But yeah, I can see now. Sorry.
Very good.
Let's see.
Actually, Malcolm, one more hint
Yeah.
maybe. I haven't seen you use it, but if we go to a new map, for example, like now, and it's all black, if you shift click somewhere, it's a DM ping, and
Yep.
it centers all the player's attention there. It's
Yep.
very useful.
Okay, yep. Okay, so that's why. Yeah. So so that's what you see, Stacks. You see that wolf down there? What do you do? Scurry on back. And it did not appear to have noticed you.
What did you see, Stax?
I see. I was actually muted, which is a bit sad. What I also saw was a very large wolf. A wolf that quite obviously liked to enjoy some humanoid flesh. So that might be an explanation to where the fishes went. But let's see what else is in these caves.
Was it only one wolf?
As far as I can tell, yes. However, I do know that most wolves run in packs.
I'll give you another guidance as you go further in.
Alright, so what are we waiting for? Let's deal with it.
Hold on.
Let's first see what else is here, because there is a lot of things that could kill us.
Okay, so you scramble up the side of the banks again. Once again, it's easy enough to do without any type of checks. Yeah. Oh. Yep, so you scramble up and you see what you see. Yeah, so up ahead of you, you see that ice bridge. It looks like it was a stone bridge, but now it's just covered in ice. And as you approach it sneaking, your kind of confidence leaves you a little bit. You're not sure if you could get over there just by walking over it. It looks quite slippery.
Right. In that case, I will head back
Okay.
and tell them that it's quite obvious, a very complicated cavern system. I saw a bridge, an old stone bridge. Apparently, people once were here, but it leads deeper. There's a lot to go in here. It might indeed be best to take care of the wolf, just to make sure that it doesn't attack us in a later state.
Could we lure it outside?
Exactly what I was thinking. Set up an ambush. One person drags, lures him out. The others prepare their weapons and fire away as he shows his face or snout.
Are you sure it's gonna jump 20 feet down? It must have come there somewhere else, like through the caverns, no? Because like I don't know if it's climbing every day here. Doesn't seem plausible.
I mean,
I'm
it
here
seems like a
easily.
pretty.
So
Maybe.
you wanna lure it out? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, so one person lures it out, and the others wait at the edge of the exit of the cave or entrance, whatever. And as he shows his face, we just fire away, get a little advantage on him.
I actually just mastered some illusion magic if we don't want to risk someone of our own.
Excellent.
I could
That's
offer
optional.
some help.
I could also just shoot it and then run really fast. I'm quite fast.
I'm not scared. Just tell me where to stand and I'll chop it in two wolves. Two half wolves. Ha.
Seems like we have no need of that subtlety. Go ahead, Mr. Greenskin, then.
Alright, so
Are
how
we really letting him run in there? I say to the rest.
Okay.
Perhaps you could move and get some cover before we start.
Right. So heading there back in again. Do we
Okay.
need to make another stealth check?
You do?
Can I give him another guidance before he goes in?
You can. Yep. Okay. So that's a total of 13. Okay, got it.
13. Alright. So as I stand here, I will shoot him if he does not notice me.
He does notice you. He turns around and goes and starts pacing back and forth. Turns out your stealth 13 wasn't enough. And it's not
Yeah,
overtly
figured.
attacking you, but it's pacing back and forth. Going, make me a nature check if you wouldn't mind, Stax. Ooh, very good. The
Nice.
wolf. You've seen wolves; they're not that uncommon sight around here. But this wolf looks very emaciated. Which, to be fair, the wildlife you've seen around here is also fairly emaciated as well. Food is hard to come by for everybody, including the wildlife. So this rather emaciated wolf has seen you and is going,
Sorry, quick question. What's the meaning of emaciated?
very skinny. Very skinny.
Very skinny. Alright.
Hungry.
Yeah, hungry. So
Thanks.
yeah, so you can see the ribs poking through, and its fur looks kind of matted as well. It's not in a good state. So very, very hungry wolf.
Alright. I'll slowly back away and just on the cusp of it, I will shoot an arrow. Just slowly, quietly drag my bow and shoot an arrow, and the moment it hits, I dash backwards.
Well, since it sees you coming, and it wasn't trusting you, we're going to have to jump into a turn order for this. It's not a surprise round. So everybody can roll in. And I'll click on the button that says Dire Wolf Encounter. So we should... Who are we missing? That's one we're missing. There we go, Theodore. Okay, lucky for you, Stax. You do get to jump on this creature and it starts growling. It looks as if it's about to pounce, so feel free to make your attack. Oh, wait! I forgot the most important party member of them all.
Boy.
Boy. Hey, boy! Okay, so you fire your crossbow out. The wolf does see it coming, but doesn't quite get out the way in the time, and it slaps into the side of the wolf, and it howls out in pain. So that's your attack. Do you move, Stacks? Are you going to scramble out?
Yeah.
If you are going to scramble out, can you make me an athletics check, please? This ice is very slippery.
Athletics or acrobatics?
Actually, acrobatics. No, sorry, acrobatics. This is not a strength-based chest. Yeah, acrobatics is much more sensible. Wow. You not only maintain your feet, but you throw in a little cartwheel on top of it. You're fine.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I'm just gonna run just behind Boy and say, "Stay, Boy, stay."
Same thing. If you want to scramble down the cliffside in a hurry, I'm going to need another. I'll make this your choice: athletics or acrobatics. You're fine. Yep. So you come out, almost slide down on your butt to the ground, and land dexterously on your feet. Yep. So Edwin, you see Stax running, scrambling down the bank, and you hear the barks and howls of a wolf.
Oh boy, it's coming. Stay down, boy. Stay put. And I shall channel a chill touch on sight, hold my action with the spell. That's it.
Okay, so Edwin's holding his action. Very good. Theodore, you see Edwin brace. Stax scrambling down. What do you do?
I'll also just ready an action and cast Thorn Whip, or start casting.
What's the range on Thorn Whip? Is it a range thing? Or?
Yeah, 30 feet.
30 feet. Okay, Boy starts pacing back and forth, barking, whimpering quietly. Garrosh.
I'll be standing my ground. Maybe I can prepare a reaction if the wolf comes to me. I'll attack.
Okay, got it.
All right.
So from inside the cave, you hear the pounding of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this thing jumps off the top and lands right in front of Garrosh, and it's very quick, and it will be able to attack. So those with prepared actions can fire it off. Edwin, you see it coming down. The chill touch goes off. Whoosh! The creature does take the 1 point of necrotic damage. So 1 point of damage. Theodore. Whoosh! Thorn Whip goes off. 3 piercing. What's the pull 10? Oh, you can pull it 10 feet?
Up to 10 feet, so I'll pull it just 5 feet, so it's between Garrosh and Boy.
Okay. Easy enough to do. And 3 damage. So -3 and 5 foot to the north. Got it. And Garrosh, this mighty creature lands directly in front of you. Get ready, your great sword. Boom! You carve right down its side and it yelps in pain. It is still up though. And it's going to launch itself at Garrosh, biting viciously with its teeth.
Perfect. How do you like this, doggy? Come at me.
And it does come at you, and it rolls a 15 to hit. So you narrowly parry it out the way. Okay, Stello.
Yeah. Stello is going to use one of his guiding bolts from his star map feature. To cast guiding bolts. Let's see. Da-da-da-da. Here we go.
Oh, wow.
Holy shit.
Whoosh. So it comes out, oops, slams into the side of the direwolf. And other times you've seen people hit it. It's like just growled in pain, but as this slams into him, there's a distinct whimper to the creature. And yes, next terrain attack is at advantage. And Stello, anybody else close by, you see him, his eyes darting around as well. It's looking for something. I'll let you know. I'm assuming Stello stands there. Feel free to move, of course, if you want. What does Stex do?
We'll take another small step backwards, and while doing so, take another shot.
With advantage? Fuck! Lands into the creature, and the direwolf collapses in a heap.
Ooh.
So well done, guys. Good tactics.
Excellent.
That's the end of him.
Nice teamwork.
That was nice teamwork.
Let's go check out what's there.
Poor boy.
Should we send stacks ahead?
Something, just let me tell you one more thing before we get there. As you're all now closer to the cave, you can hear just some awful howling. Like almost like someone's moaning, like... And sometimes you think it's could be someone making funny noises in the cave, and sometimes you think it's just the natural acoustics of the cave. It's hard to tell what it is, but it definitely sounds like a moan, a distinct moan.
Does it sound like puppies?
Does it sound like what, sorry?
No, like puppies?
Like puppies?
Like small wolves?
No, it does not. It does not sound...
Okay.
No.
Will I get any more wolves?
Garage, should we let Stax scout ahead again?
Okay, Stax.
He's doing a good job, thanks to Moradin, and I tap him on the shoulder again.
There's no puppies in here. And now that you look around, there's no... it's just bones. Lots of bones. Some of them animals. Some of them look like elk, perhaps. But there's definitely some human bones in here as well. And just by a cursory look at the bones, you can tell that the wolf has been gnawing on them, trying to get some type of sustenance from them. But so the bones are clear of any meat or anything like that.
Can we tell how many human corpses there might be in here?
Sure, make an investigation check.
Would I be able to tell if there's any recent humanoid kills?
Well, firstly, the investigation. 2 you can discover are mostly from their skulls. Make a medicine check to see if you can tell how recent these kills are. So Stax, you investigate the bones. You can tell that the one thing you do notice from the skull, which is giving you lots of clues, there's still a little bit of brain matter left in there. You figure at least 4 or 5 days.
Do you find any personal belongings? Clothes, weapons?
No.
Anything that would indicate who they were?
There's just bones.
Do they still have their teeth, by any chance?
Yes, they do.
Maybe it's possible to have get some information through that, like how well used they are, or something like that.
Oh, that's a good idea. So you're looking at the
I
skull's
think
teeth.
I read a book about archaeology or something, I suppose.
You're trying to
Maybe.
ascertain what they ate?
Yeah, and maybe through that get an idea of that these were, like, I don't know, fishermen, poor people, rich folk.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
It does make sense. I will let you do an investigation for that.
Sweet. We start with inspiration, right?
Yes, everybody
All right.
has a point of
In that
Dean's
case,
inspiration.
I'm gonna use it right now.
The rule I have for inspiration, you can use it after the roll. So most DMs say you have to do it at the same time, but I'll let you do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna use it.
Okay, it's up to you.
Ah, damn it.
Yeah, you know what it is. It's a knucklehead trout. So that
All right.
that's what they've been eating.
So I believe these people ate a lot of fish. Like all people in this region, it seems like.
Yes, you've narrowed it down to the entire population of 10 towns.
They were from here, I'm pretty sure of it.
Yes, they're definitely locals. Locals, yeah.
Well,
Great.
these are our fishermen. There's only 2 of them. 2 are still missing. Shall we continue?
Let's continue.
Yes.
Okay.
Can I? It's just a cave. Probably no secret doors here.
Oh, that's the end. There's nothing in the end. Because I could see. I see. Interesting.
DM's laughing. Haha, he didn't check for the secret doors.
This map is so big.
It is. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I removed the names on your token. It just kind of crowds it up. I left Boy's name on because Boy's so cool.
Boy.
Yeah.
Definitely. Well, let's follow the tracks this time.
Okay, and as you enter this cave to the south here, this is something that Stax you discovered when you scrambled away from the wolf. It is slippery, so you kind of guys are catching yourself as you move. Outside of combat, it's not a problem, but you get the impression if you need to scramble away quickly, it would be a problem. Just
How much do snowshoes help with this?
Not at all. I mean, the thing snowshoes does is they're good for snow because it spreads out your body weight, so there's less pressure on the snow. Not very helpful at all in this situation.
Now, this
Okay.
is where you need the bike shoes.
Okay, so you continue following this round. The howling wind is still there. It's off-putting.
Do I hear anything beside that? Any more creatures?
Well, as you poke your head around the corner there, Stax, you see a waterfall. The waterfall is completely frozen. So this gives you an indication of just how damn cold it here. It's about 10 feet up, so when the water was flowing, it would be a 10-foot high water fall, but now it's just completely frozen over.
How difficult would it be to climb it?
Reasonably easy. It's not trivial.
Don't worry, I can help you.
Yeah, I bet you can.
I can just throw you up and you are there.
Well,
Well, throwing's not very nice, but if you can give me a boost, that would be greatly helpful.
Yeah,
I can
I-
boost you up.
Okay, so make an athletics check, Stax, at advantage, with the garrosh helping you up.
you still have guidance if you want to use it.
That was a minute ago, I believe.
Up, Stax. Yeah, regardless, you boost up, so feel free to move yourself to the other side of the waterfall.
Well, Garrosh,
Yeah, let's go.
toss the gnome.
Okay, I pick him up and help him up.
So same deal, athletics with advantage. So Theodore, with the help of Garrosh, you're boosted up easily enough. Feel free to get to the top.
You want to help me as well, big guy? Or green guy, I suppose.
Yeah, here we go. Let's go.
2, 1.
Ah,
Oh,
here you are.
Okay.
that's still enough.
Yep. Easy enough. Up to the top.
Come on, boy.
Okay. Okay, I pick up boy and
Just throw him up there.
push him up. Yeah.
Okay, I'll let you guys roll for boy. If you hold down shift and double click on your sheet, you can bring up boy's character sheet.
Alt click apparently works as well. I'm gonna roll for him, alright?
Yep.
Yeah.
So same thing with advantage. Wow.
Oh!
Critical success.
Yeah, you don't so
Boy
much
just need no help.
doesn't so much use a garrosh help, more use him as a climbing frame, and he effortlessly gets on top.
He licks your face while he's doing it. Just want to the point.
Yeah, that's what all animals do. Like they climb on me. I'm like a big ladder. Yeah,
So
well,
they're just the two big boys at the bottom now.
Seems a bit tall. Back. Could you assist an old man as well, Garrosh?
sure. Here we go. I'm helping him. I'm making a step for him.
Okay.
Thank you.
Athletics with advantage. Ooh, lucky with advantage. Yeah. So you almost slip and fall down and crack through the ice, but the mighty power of Garrosh catches you and pushes you up the waterfall.
Here we go.
Oh, thank you. I can help you up, Garrosh. Let me just, I'll take my pinewood staff and just lower it down as something to grab onto.
That's enough for advantage. So same thing for you, Garrosh. The final one up the stairs. Up the little incline. Okay, even without the advantage, you effortlessly get up the top. So, yeah.
Where do the
Oh.
tracks lead?
Oh, the tracks, by the way, led to the base of the waterfall, and now they are gone. You
Do
cannot
we see
spot the
any
track.
other tracks?
Nope. There is a thin layer of water on top of the ice here, and you get the impression maybe the water might have gotten rid of the tracks. But the tracks definitely ended at the base of the waterfall.
Then I'd like to check this pathway to see if there are any tracks around here. Because this looks
Yep.
like snow again.
Make
I'll
us
give
a-
him a pat on the shoulder. You got this. Let me know when it's annoying.
No, it's good. Yeah, so make you're trying to see if there's any tracks here. Sure, make a survival check with your D4 if you wish to.
No.
Yeah, you
That was still advantage.
Yep, that's fine. We'll just take the first number.
Ah.
So a total of 24. So Stax, you're feeling pretty good. You're doing a good job of leading the party around here, sneaking through very much in your element. And you get down and you look, even taste a little bit, which is an old trekking trick you've done. Nothing. No tracks here. Nothing animal or humanoid has come this way, it seems.
Stax,
Well,
and
but-
you are sure that the tracks end where the waterfall is or was?
I'm sure, but they could be over that way.
Well, what if... I don't know, I've heard stories about, like, hidden vaults behind waterfalls and all that. Just want to make sure. Maybe we smash it? Maybe it's frozen over? If you catch my meaning?
Possible.
Could also be some things don't leave footprints. Perhaps.
Or perhaps they're just around the corner. Which is, I think, a more likely option of them all.
Very well, as you wish.
And I will continue this way. And I recognize this bridge, I assume.
Yep. So the bridge is 20 feet up. I'll show this thing here. Yeah, so it's a good 20 feet up. You can pass underneath it, no problem. But yeah, that's what you see.
I'd like to double check the ice under the bridge to see if
Okay.
it's thick enough.
You'll have to get down to the other side of the bridge. Oh, sorry. Sorry, I thought you meant the waterfall.
No.
Yeah, so it's from underneath. You see some icicles. Just icicles. I was going to say stalactite, but they're similar to stalactites off the bottom. You can see it is a stone bridge. Yeah, pass underneath it easily enough. Okay, and the river just seems to continue along that way.
So while Stax is gone, which I imagine would take some time, right?
Mm-hmm.
I would like to ritual cast detect magic. If that's all right.
Sure. You sit down and you go through your ritual for 10 minutes, and I'll let
Right.
you know if anything pings.
Thank
Nothing
you.
has pinged. What are the rest of you doing while Stax is up ahead? So, Garrosh, Stello.
Not sure actually.
I'm talking to Stello.
Yes.
So, what do you know about this this Goliath on the peak where we are going? Actually,
Well, this we have these stories of these lycanthropic guides or monsters in our settlements, and they were often told to me as a child to scare us of venturing too far in blizzards and on our own. But they're all just mostly, I guess, scare tactics. They are, for the most part, decent folk. They look like tall, white bears or lycanthropic bears, I would say. They, unless you piss them off, they usually help people who get lost in blizzards return to wherever they need to be. Usually have a good knowledge of the area.
oh, because Oyaminartok, right, was the name.
Yes.
I've heard this name before, and I think I may have met this particular Goliath even.
Really? You don't
Yes.
say.
Yes, it's a long time ago. I'll tell you more as we go there, but it's really something I'm interested in. So
Yes, yes. I'd love to hear more, but yes. Let's see what we can find in this cave.
Okay. So I had a refresh roll 20. But are you continuing further around, Stax?
Well, I'd like to take a moment to see if I can find any more tracks.
Sure. So make me another survival check. This time without guidance.
What? Why?
You're too far away.
Jeez, you're so unfair, Malcolm. Hashtag bad DM. Hashtag clearly.
Oh, rough.
I don't need it.
What did you roll? My thing's still coming up. What was your survival
18.
roll? 18. Once again, you get low to the ground. You look around. Still no tracks. They appear to have just ended at the waterfall and have gone no further.
In that case, I'll just go around the bend one more time.
Okay. So what you see, this is kind of interesting. My roll 20 is still not quite there, but I know where you are. my roll 20 just came to life. Okay, so I assume you see this stacks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So this is some type of large pool. And looking below it, getting down and using all those survival skills, you figure that these are the skeletons of giants. They are huge. Their head is as big as your entire body. And they're all skeleton. They're all made from skeletons. And they're just entombed under the ice. You can just make out the faint outlines of their skeletons. But there's definitely 4 giants there.
That's the point where Stax will return to the rest of the party. Guys, I'm not entirely sure what happened here, but a bit further up the river, underneath the ice, there were giants. Bones, skeletal bones of giants.
Giants, like those big, huge guys with axes.
Well, I'm not entirely sure what type of giants, but I do know that their heads were about as large as I am.
Oh,
Oh, that big.
dead though, right?
Yeah, that kind of giants. Not to say that you're small, Stella, but there's a difference.
Yeah, I know.
Still, don't feel too small, big guy. If the stories are true, then you are, descendant from the giants themselves.
Oh, I've heard stories of that that we're descended from them. Sounds a bit strange, but guess it could make sense.
Well, if I'm looking up to you, it doesn't sound that strange to me.
Well, I
Let's-
used to
let's
be
check
taller
them
when
out.
my back wasn't this cracked and bent.
Theodore, if you can make me I just saw your message now. If you make a tinkering tools check to see if you can shore up your shoes. You do a
Hard to screw
reasonable
them in.
job. I'm not a great job though. I'm going to say if you're required to avoid slipping on the check, you'll have it at advantage, but it's not a given. So it's an
Cool.
okay job, but not a great job. So you'll have advantage on any checks. But yeah,
I'll
good
do
idea.
better when I'm pressed for time. And if it works, everybody else can get them as well. So should we take a look at the skeletons, or is that like a dead end and no point in checking them out? I'm asking Stax.
There were more ways, but that was something I'd rather relate to you before going further in such an environment. So if you guys could follow me, I'll show you where they are.
Looks like the wolf is instant friends with the wizard.
Certainly.
Yep, boy is taking a...
I have chicken snacks, as before.
Oh, okay, the chicken
Don't
snacks.
forget that.
Yeah, so attached onto...
Is this is a bridge?
Yeah, it's a
It's
bridge.
above us, right? Okay.
It's above us, 20 feet above you. There's like ice stalactites above it. And it
Guys,
leads,
if you
it leads
could
somewhere,
wait
of
here
course.
for a second, I'll quickly check out the surroundings to see if there are any more wolves
Are you
around.
sneaking?
Yes, please.
Stealthing? Okay.
Theodore's a bit winded running after you. He's got short legs.
That's a
Okay.
great stealth check. And do I need to make a perception check, or is this passive perception?
Well, were you looking for something in particular? If you're looking for something in particular, what are you
No.
looking for?
Enemies, anything alive that's
I'll let you know
coming
if you
from
see
one of
something.
the tunnels. All right.
Yeah.
In that case, I'll just go around these bends a little bit Just around the ice to see if I can notice anything.
Nope.
Nothing?
This is the only thing that I've noticed. This here is the source of the river. It's still frozen, but this is where the river, like an underground river, is coming from around this corner up here.
Alright. So
I've just
these are the
noticed
skeletons I was talking about.
They're huge.
They sure are. I do wonder what would happen to them. They would barely fit through the caves, I believe, and to be lost underneath this ice.
Yes.
Would I be able to determine what type of giants they were from the skeletons?
Make a nature check.
Edwin is very educated. Can he assist?
Sure. So nature check at advantage. So 17. Frost giants.
That would sort of explain why they were here, but it wouldn't explain why they would die here.
Certainly
are
not
their
due to the
lands.
cold, I can tell you that.
Psst, guys. Stacks, there is something around the corner.
Which one?
around which corner.
Here, come here.
I'll let the others go first.
Is it dangerous?
I'm pointing over there. Stacks, can you check it out? I seen something there.
Alright. If I listen closely, can I hear anything from this pathway? Or see anything, or...
Right, you're right there. Make a perception check.
No. That should have been the 23.
Yeah, sure, that's fine. You do hear some bubbling sounds. Yeah, so given that far away, you hear some vague bubbling sounds. It's tough to put what it's on. It could be lava bubbling, it could be a pool bubbling, it could be hot water
Hot
bubbling.
springs?
Or could it be the cauldron of a witch?
From there, you don't know.
I do not know, but if I think there's a witch, a hag, then that's what I think it is. Alright, guys. Something's bubbling over there, and I do not trust this one bit. Shall I check it out, or shall we try to go around it?
I mean, we're here now anyway. It's dangerous. Check it out. We will not come back a second time.
Right.
You're not
Could
going
you give me a
without-
blessing one more time?
Yeah, you're not going without a blessing of Mordrin.
Alright. I'd like to stealthily look around the corner. See
Okay.
what I...
Well, roll me a stealth check. Ooh, wow.
And
Anyone
just
see
for
what
funsies.
went?
32.
32 at level 2.
I got some bad news, Dex. Your stealth is so great that you've stealthed out of the campaign. Time to roll a new character. Bad luck.
Get the fuck out of here.
Crap.
You stealthily step into a trap and die.
Well, that can always happen.
So what you do see, I mean, is what you see. You do see a massive cauldron of sorts with bubbling liquid inside it. And, yeah. That's what you see. And you duck around the corner and you see an old lady. She doesn't appear to have noticed you. And she's doing something on a table there.
Is she ugly?
She's old, but not overly ugly. Like she doesn't have warts and flesh hanging off. Just appears to be an old lady.
Can I see what she's doing on the table?
She appears to be chopping something up, some type of meat.
Ew.
Can I?
And then she grabs the
From-
meat and comes over here, adds it to the pot. Still doesn't appear to have noticed you, but you get the impression you're pressing your luck.
I'd like
I'll
to
give you
from
a-
this vantage point.
I'll let you know what else you see in that room first.
All right.
So you see this old lady. There's a big cauldron that's bubbling away there, and she was on a stone block, which is what she was doing, chopping up the meat. And you see some type of bodies, not from there, but over. I should have put some tokens on here, but around here you see some bodies. You can't quite make out from there, but it's definitely some bodies, and they're definitely dead.
If I turn around, do I see Garrosh?
Oh.
And does Garrosh see me?
Well, this is what your line of sight for. If you can see Garrosh, then you can see Garrosh.
All right.
And Garrosh
I'll try
can't
to
see
make-
you. Can't see you. Stealth works both
Nobody can
ways. You're hiding from everybody, so no, Garrosh cannot see you.
All right. I'll walk back and pop out right in front of Garrosh, like peeking out from the snow all of a sudden. And
Oh, whoa! That scared me.
so sorry, man, but so I think I found the hag, and I think I found the fishers.
Whoa. A hag? Really? Really? How does she look? Is she ugly?
No, but she is chopping up meat, and there are dead bodies nearby. And there was a hag in a cave near here. That's like a 1 + 1 + 1 kind of adds up, you know.
What does Edwin know about hags? Do they have to be ugly?
All,
I mean,
all
she's
the ones,
evil either way. I just want to know what we're getting into ourselves.
I'm going to say,
Yeah,
with all
if-
the reading and all the research you've done, every hag has been described as ugly. That doesn't say that
She's
all
not ugly.
hags are ugly, but your experience and your research suggests that they're not just ugly, like, oh my god, how would ever get a date, but like remarkably ugly. And from what Edwin described, she was just merely an old lady. Not
I know
hideous.
that they can take other forms as well, right? Like illusionary.
Yeah,
like-
we're getting into a history check now, so make me a history check.
I would love to, sure. 13. Not that great.
Any chance I could do one as well?
Sure. So, not great with a +6 there, guys.
She's not remarkably ugly. She's possibly not a witch at all. Doesn't mean she's not a spellcaster, but I'm just saying. Maybe there's
One
talking
thing-
to her.
You're not quite sure about the illusory appearance, whether they can take on different forms. What you do remember, though, is they tend to hang out in groups of 3, like forming a coven. Stax very definitely only saw 1. That's not to say there's not more, but he only saw 1.
Yeah, we got told there's only one hag here, if I remember correctly.
I
So
don't
I'm
know.
not necessarily charismatic. If somebody wants to talk to her, go ahead. Otherwise, don't.
Definitely not me.
I mean,
How you
There's
guys
also-
think about this? But chopping up fishermen Put in a minute stew. That calls for an arrow, not for a talk.
I mean,
This sounds spooky.
There's also an option to just remember where we found her and come back later when we've. I mean, I'm not sure we can take one on, let alone 3, if there's 2 more hiding somewhere.
there is a ledge behind. Okay, could we maybe sneak up there and over here and check it out if we can see something more? What do you say, Stax?
They go out. As far as our information is, there's one, and this creature is evil.
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't seem plausible to me that one old lady hangs out in a cave with wolves and like dead giants and just like cooks some nice stew. That doesn't sound plausible to me. So
It could be the town has wrongful information. I mean, they did burn a wizard at the stake for not
that's-
really good evidence.
that's right.
Friendly reminder, guys, if you keep on talking at the mouth
Yeah.
of a cave
I was
without...
going to bring that up. I'm not want to be smartest or anything, but the least thing we should do is linger.
Yeah. Shh.
Okay, let's go talk to her and ask her about the fisherman. And if anything happens, I'll jump forward and like cleave her in 2 because that's my thing.
All right. Yeah.
So we won't kill an innocent woman, but if she's not innocent, we can deal with her.
Yeah. Question: how charismatic are you guys?
Nobody's
else like
charismatic.
12? I have a 12. Is that the tops?
8.
You have the highest one.
Hell yeah!
I've got an
I'm
8.
noble.
You remember
All right.
how
Don't
things-
push me, Aisha. I
Yeah.
will go forward.
You remember the poltergeist encounter, right? You guys trying to
Yeah.
be
I am
nice?
I'm trying my best, and I'm pretty sure that I can deflect her spells if it should come to that. Okay. Alrighty.
So, just a question. Why did you
Yes,
jump
I
at
do
killing...
worship Moradin.
No. But yeah, good to know. Why did you all jump to killing the kobolds, but you want to talk to the hag?
That's because I'm diplomatic, and these guys like to kill stuff. Apparently.
Come on, kobolds are evil. I mean, have you seen nice kobolds ever? I haven't, so...
They
Well,
didn't
nice,
attack.
They're
not
not too
necessarily,
bad.
but they are smart and usually. But that's
Okay, anyway,
another
just-
point in time. Just okay.
Conversation. Alright.
So who's approaching, if anybody?
I will approach, but I shall have a quick prayer to Ogma, all-knowing God of knowledge, and Timora to wish me luck. And
Edwin, do you want me to stand next to you if this feels scary? I can stand beside you and...
I have to jump over my shadow, I suppose. I wouldn't mind you all staying close, but stay out of vision, okay?
That's okay.
Okay, here we go. And I walk out openly. I'll even try to make my footsteps, like, while slowly, make them extra noisy, so when he hears me approach. I don't
Okay,
know,
so
give him
Edwin and
advantage on perception.
Edwin and
Oh,
Garrosh.
Garish, stay back. And get... Don't pull
Okay.
your sword, please.
That's fine.
I
So
will enter the cave with my hands raised over my head,
okay,
my
and,
staff in one, but resting very easy.
okay, and Garrosh, you're going alongside. I just want to make sure what everybody else is doing before we get into this. So what's Garrosh doing?
I'm staying back. I'm
Right.
staying back.
And Stax.
I will move over here stealthily.
Okay, you're going to have to make me another stealth check. doing very well on your stealths. And what's Stello doing?
Stello is gonna hang back a bit with Theodore and Boy.
So Theodore, you're hanging back right there?
Yes.
Yeah. And in case it's not obvious, these surfaces here are slick as well. It's not just the river. This is fairly slick as well, so be warned. Okay, so you pop your head around the corner, Edwin, arms up, kind of in a very passive thing.
I'm going to keep my distance as well, at least 10 meters.
Now, you said you were watching closely, so yeah, feel free to make a perception level check at advantage, and I'll let you know if you spot anything that I haven't already described.
Me? Sure.
Yeah, you said you were watching closely.
Yeah, approaching, I suppose. Perception, there we go. Well, that works. What do I see with a natural 20?
Well, what you do see. So some of this cave, there's some openings, and some of a pale moonlight is illuminating it. And you see something that strikes you as a little odd. Right about here, the light flickers, but in an unusual way. It's not the way moonbeams should interact. So there's some type of disturbance or something around this sort of area. And that's what you see.
I'm not sure how long this will travel up to here. Like from the waterfall, I cast detect magic. I suppose that's down now, right?
Well, last...
Would last 10 minutes. Yeah, 10 minutes cast, 10 minutes last.
Yep. So with all the talking and exploring, I'd say it would have expired. Okay, as you poke your head around the corner, Edwin, you get the attention of this lady. And he says, who are you? Come closer. My eyes aren't what they used to. Come closer so I can see you. I don't get many visitors around here. Come closer.
I shall keep my distance. I will give her a kind smile. I would like to... Do I believe her? I feel like she's faking it to get me close.
Faking her eyesight?
Does my gut tell me?
You can make an insight check.
I would love to.
Opposed by her deception or her persuasion.
I'm good at insight.
Well,
very good.
Once again, it's not necessarily a failure. It depends on what I roll. It's hard to get a read on it. I mean, for a fact, you do know that she's old. You do know that you're standing... Let's see how far away you're standing. You're standing 35 feet from her in pale moonlight. I mean, there's a fire under the cauldron there, so you can see her. So you're not sure.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to intrude. I should give you a forced kind smile, right? I was around the area and happened to notice your beautiful cave. I'm good over here, actually. Just wanted to...
Look, you're all skin and bones. Come over here, have some soup.
No thanks. I'm good, actually. Still very nice of you. So...
Come closer so I can see you. You're being so rude to an old lady. I've offered you soup. She points to a rather beaten up chair in the corner.
Question, where are your sisters?
My sisters?
Do you have any?
No sisters, it's just me. I'm all by myself.
Oh, come on, Fiend, don't fool me. I'm still here talking to you and I'm very nice.
Fiend?
Not
Did you call me a
trouble.
fiend? Why would you call a simple old lady such a thing?
Oh, come on. I don't know, maybe, okay. I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt here, old lady. We happen to come from a little town nearby, right? And they all refer to you as a hag. That's why I'm kind of suspicious, you know. Not being rude or anything. I'm just saying. I'm trying to be diplomatic here, giving you the benefit of the doubt.
Quite frankly, I was a young girl once, and I used to chase ladies around the street, calling them hags, or calling someone a hag. is like it's like calling a half-orc an
It's
idiot.
very rude. It's very, very rude. So, does it mean you're from East Haven?
I know of East Haven. I haven't been there for years.
Well,
Jack,
then why would they
can't-
call you a hag then?
I,
You see?
I don't
I mean,
know.
if they had like
I
some
call our-
anger
I've called-
with you, that
I've called old ladies hags.
yeah, but you would have to see them, right, or know them to do that. And if you haven't been to East Haven, that would mean you are indeed a hag. Which, no offense, no, it's all right, it's all right. Okay,
I just need to get a little better eyes on you.
come on, I want to keep my distance. Okay,
I'm just a simple old lady. Trying my
I don't
best to
believe you.
survive in this winter.
But eating humans isn't the way. That's what I'm trying to say here.
I'm not eating humans.
You literally just chopped some off and threw them into your stew.
I put meat in my stew. I'd never dream of eating humans. That's barbaric. Why would you think that?
That's like a flow.
Okay, guys, I think she's retarded. Can we? I'm just, I'm yelling and looking to the side, just like raising
You
my
got
shoulders.
friends?
Yeah, I brought some company. Fuck you.
Oh, so rude.
I'm gonna keep my distance, like, yeah.
So rude. What's there to be afraid of? You put a
And,
half-orc friend. What's your name, friend? Pointing at Garrosh.
Hey there, I'm Garosh. Nice to meet you, really.
Maybe I could interest you in some stew. Fresh.
Well,
It's warm.
Ah.
I mean, it's cold out there. This would warm you to your core.
okay, I approach her and I look around. Do
What you
if there is
see?
anything on the
There's a-
floor or...
There's a cauldron here, bubbling in there. You smell meat, but that could be anything, right? It could be a deer, it could be an elk, it could be a human, it could be a dwarf. I imagine all those things smell the same. I've never personally smelt humans cooking, but I imagine that the smell of the meat is.
They actually
fairly similar.
smell quite sweet. That's what I heard, anyway.
Okay, slightly scared myself now.
Yeah,
That's what
do I
cannibals say.
do I see anything strange in the soup?
Let's have a look. Well, you do
Like
see
a
some.
finger or something?
You do see some mystery meat in there. Make me a perception check.
That will definitely work. Wow. Incredible.
I'm gonna whisper this to you, Garrosh. So just give me 1 second.
You guys want to approach, like at least to the edge?
I'll stand next to you, Edwin. Just. Are you okay? You seem a bit shaken.
I just hate it if people don't see reason, you know? Like,
Yeah.
Oh, have some stew. And she gets comes back here, grabs comes back here, grabs some bowl, comes back here, and a ladle, gets some soup for you. And very obviously, behind her are some dead human bodies. So there you go. Get that. It'll put some thickness on your bones. Keep the warmth out. Keep the cold out. And she hands it to you.
Yeah,
Do you take it?
not eating it would be considered rude, my orc friend.
I'll take it. And I slowly put it on the floor.
Oh,
Thanks. That's not my
Barbaric half-orc.
Favorite.
How dare you?
Edwin will gasp like, he did not.
And one thing happens right there. Her form changes. Nobody move. Because I just want to show you this rather cool handout that I have. So this...
What is it?
Well, we'll get there in just a second.
Is it a sea hag? Or one I never encountered before. I'm interested. I'm intrigued.
I'll tell
Like
you in just a
frost tag,
second.
maybe? Alright, take your time.
Oh, why isn't this coming up? Weird. Oh, wait a minute. I know what I'm doing. Okay.
Shift Z also shows a picture to all players if you want.
Yeah, but this is a bit cooler than
Ah,
that. Okay, here we go. Yeah. This is what she looks like. I'll make sure I'm not sharing anything I shouldn't be. Yeah, this is what she looks like now.
Okay.
So that's her cauldron. You see that stalactites falling down, and I can't ping the hand out, but you see those are very obviously dead people. And what, Garrosh, do you want to tell everybody what you spotted in the pot?
Yeah, it's. I spotted some nice organs, like
Yeah, human organs, which is what they're trying to.
intestines, I guess.
That's what she's doing. She's dragging the intestines out of that poor soul to there. So
beautiful.
her form changes, and as it does, Garrosh, can I have you make me a wisdom saving throw, please?
Great. That's my best thing, though.
Because her appearance has gone from like horrible, like just old and wrinkled to the handout, and it's truly a horrific sight.
Oh, damn.
And you see it, and despite your tough veneer, it freaks you out, and you are frightened of this hag.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Frightened, so you cannot willingly approach the hag, and you cannot. And if you do manage to attack, like from range, it'll be at disadvantage. And worse yet, you hear the hag come out. Come help me, my giant friend. Come help me. And you all hear some cracking noises coming from over here. No
Fuck
movement.
me.
But you hear cracking, like as if ice is cracking.
You're kidding me.
Oh,
No, sir. Okay.
Oh, no.
Fuck off.
let's see.
I
Initiative.
quickly go through my teleport plan.
All right. Okay, let me make sure we're good. Oh, I'll roll for boy. Ooh, boy.
Nice.
How does Garrosh react to this horrific appearance? I mean, he's functionally frightened. What does Garrosh do though to indicate to? Does he scream? Does he yelp? What does he do?
Yeah, he says like he screams like, "Oh no!" and I guess he jumps a bit back.
Okay. It's
Can
not
I
your
have
turn.
an action or something?
Not your turn. I just wanted to know
Right.
how reacted to the scare. So he lets out a little yelp.
Right. Yeah. He just shouts, "Oh no! She's a witch!"
She's ugly.
She is very ugly. So, boy, with his keen hearing and smell, I'm going to assume that he hears that yelp. It's going to base movement of 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And he just goes running 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to about there. Sees it, and boy is also going to make a wisdom saving throw at her horrific appearance. Ooh. In fact, boy gets to about here, sees this horrible thing and just crawls back on his forelegs and yelps. Having seen something horrible in his entire life. Theodore.
I will step behind Stacks and cast Bless.
Okay, who is blessed?
3 people within 30 feet.
I can't bless Garish. I'll bless Stacks, Edwin, and Stalin.
Stack.
Nice.
Edwin, so these two up the top. Okay. So those are your blessing things there. If you don't know, it's probably a good idea to go to your character sheet and click on the global attack modifier and global save modifier. If you don't know how to do that, let me know, but it's just an easy way to remember bless. It'll take care of the D4 automatically for you.
Which icon are we using for concentration?
We are using the speech bubble looking one, which would be that one.
Oh, I was using the right one earlier. Okay.
Yeah, so you are concentrating on bless. Thanks for the reminder. Okay, so Theodore, you come up, cast bless. You need to get a sidelong glance at the. Okay, guys, it's a hag. You've cracked the code. At the hag, but you're not close enough to be affected by its ugliness, as it were. You're not close enough to get a good view of it. What does happen, though, right next to Garrosh, this little creature pops up. Almost a being of light. And if I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. Oh, they did it. They're listening to me. Oh, no. I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. I wish they wouldn't put the name on the handouts. But that's what you see. And so this little blink of light appears right next to you. And what it's going to do... it is going to reach out this... It's going to go right and touch you. And you'll feel the electricity course through your body, Garrosh. Oh, my goodness. So it comes rushing towards you. Just so you guys know, I always roll advantage just because it's easier. It's not at advantage, but actually it is at advantage because you didn't see it. But it literally rolled 2 natural ones.
Sweet.
2 natural ones.
Nice.
5. So I'm going to assume it comes rushing out, misses you slightly, lands in the pot, and then bounces up on the other side and takes 1 point of fire damage from accidentally lowering itself into the pot. Not my best moment. Edwin!
Okay, so here's what I want to do. You tell me if it's possible. I want to give my allies a possible saving throw against the effect by making her look ridiculous, kind of. Or,
Okay.
I don't know, covering her up with a silent image. I could move it, actually, if I concentrate on it, so... what do you think? Otherwise, I'm fine with a persuasion roll like... Come on, guys!
Can
Get a
you
hold of yourself.
bring me up the spell description?
Definitely, sure. So it's in first level illusion. Sorry, that was the wrong one. Apologies. There we go. Silent image.
So you create an image. Okay.
It should be. I should be able to cover her. And yeah.
You can use your action. So it's an action. Yeah. So you can move it using an action.
Yeah.
You can alter the appearance. Okay. So it's silent. Doesn't smell or anything.
Yeah, but it would at least like break vision with her, pretty much, right?
I'll tell you what I'll do.
Or maybe I just make a visual joke to get them to laugh or something.
Okay. Make me.
That makes sense.
It does make sense, and it's a good idea. Can you make me a performance check, please?
Hell yeah, I do.
See how ridiculous you make her look.
So first I'm gonna mark off the spell slot for creating something, and then I'm gonna cover her up. And I'm gonna play it out according to the performance check. Let's see.
Ooh, wow.
So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna yell out, "Come on, you guys! Get a hold of yourself! I'm going to start chanting and channeling magic, creating around her an illusion of a very attractive woman with not many clothes. She's half orc, has big boobs, and she also has cooked chickens in each of her hand, like a bucket of chicken wings. Pretty much.
All right. Strangely enough, I don't have a token prepared for that.
It's all right. It's all right. I'm just gonna mark it with
But
the...
I will put that on because that's ridiculous. That's technically my confusion token.
Oh, please don't make them confused instead of frightened.
Oh, that's just more of a visual reminder to me.
Yeah.
So I was going to give you a performance
I'm
check to do it at advantage for their fair checks, but now with a natural 20, I'm going to say there is no check needed to avoid her horrible visage. And that is a concentration spell. Okay, so well done, Edwin. If you don't have an inspiration point, you can take one now. A DM inspiration.
Thank you.
Great idea. I love it.
And I also want to move over there.
Sure.
And they are not frightened anymore. You said?
No.
Or what was it? Okay.
You're frightened of a very
Come on,
good...
guys, get in there, boy.
Boys,
that's
no.
my turn. That's
Okay,
more than
great.
enough on my turn. I'm very satisfied.
That is a good turn. Stax, you are still hidden.
Well, then I will just take a shot.
Okay. Doc, 16. I'm not sure what armor class is. Let me just check. Yes, you do get the shot off, and it sticks into the side of her body, and she yelps out in pain. And what's that? 9 damage. Yep, definitely a sneak attack damage. So 9 points of damage to the hag. And do you stay there?
No, I will move over to this side and try to peek around the corner. Use my bonus action to dash,
Okay.
which gives me a total of.
As you get around to that corner of the corridor, there are some steps leading up here. Make me an acrobatics check there, if you'd be so kind. You're running around on ice. You do cartwheels along the ice, no problem. As you hear the cracking sound coming from about here, Stax. Something cracking up there. But yes, so now it is Grosh's turn.
Right, so first I was like, oh no! And then the crazy image appeared and I was like, ah! So I was only momentarily scared, right? That doesn't count even.
Now you're strangely aroused.
I will go around the will-o-wisp, and I will try to go around it.
Yep.
And I will try to run a bit and push over the huge
Nice idea.
with boiling soup on the hag, and I shout like, "Here, have your own soup."
Okay, let me just check something. This cauldron is bigger than you. I'm just letting you know that from your basic knowledge, it's going to take a remarkable effort to point that thing over and tip it on here. So you know it's going to be a hard thing, though it could have great benefits. I'll leave that decision to you, but it is a very big pot.
I have like gloves, so I shouldn't get burned, at least from the cauldron itself.
Yeah, but burn is not the problem. Moving
Right.
something so large is the problem.
Yeah, I'm trying to use a bit of my momentum and to like use my power of my legs and power of my arms to just like not like really move it, but not move it out of place, but just like spit the contents on her. Right. So I'm trying it.
So ideally, it's the whole thing, but
Right.
maybe you could just spill out some and try and burn her that way.
And you also still have your inspiration, I believe. So
Yeah.
give it a go.
And once again, you
Do
can
we have-
use that after your roll. You can decide.
Do we have inspiration every start of the session?
Nope.
No. So I used it before in some other session already.
Okay, so
Anyway.
make me, as is some athletics. Make me an athletics check, please.
Okay.
Ooh, pretty good. So you spill out approximately half the contents on the hag. I'm going to give you a 2d6 damage from that. So roll 2d6. Ooh, nice.
Not bad.
So the contents tips out onto this hag and she screams in pain. Oops. Didn't do that quite right. Okay. Yeah, wow.
Yeah, here you go.
Well done. Well done. You fools, I will get you all. And she steps around this way. And the first thing that happens is there's a rather buxom young maiden here, but not on Maud Chiselbone herself. And I'm going to need you to make me another wisdom saving throw there, Garrosh. Wisdom saving throw.
For Garish.
Yeah, for Garrosh, yeah.
Oh, come on.
Oh, so I was
we
thinking there.
believed.
Yeah, he did believe, but oh my god, that hideous woman is back. And you're frightened of her again. Boy does not seem to be affected. But now does Maud's Chilla. She is going to... What's her move? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go over there. And while she goes over there, Stax, can you make me a wisdom saving throw? Okay, you're good. You see the horrible visage, but it doesn't happen. But she stares straight at you, Stax. And she smiles and says, "Wouldn't you be better off dead?" Make me a wisdom saving throw. As she looks into you, you feel the life force start draining from you. But Stax is made of better stock than that. And whatever effect she was trying to do on you has faded. No effect. And you're not frightened. You feel you might have dodged a missile there. Dodged a bullet. Stello!
Yeah, so Stello is gonna hobble up next to Boy, and he's
You
gonna
make
assume
an
his,
acrobatics check, you can. On this
Oh, yeah, okay.
acrobatics.
Oh.
DC 10, I'll just let you know. Okay, you're fine.
And he'll assume his starry form, his form of the archer. So his right eye is gonna light up, and there's gonna be a bowstring of stars appear on his pinewood staff.
Nice.
He's gonna, that's his action, and for his bonus action, he's gonna attack with his starry bow. Let's see, that's let me just double check quickly. That's 1, 8 plus 5.
So that's your roll to attack.
Yes, and to hit, now to damage is 1d8 plus 3.
So that does hit her. And the starry bow. Yeah, she really didn't like that. She continues to cackle. She's been injured, and you see blackish blood start leaking and staining the snow. Okay.
That's my turn. Yeah.
Okay, over here you hear more cracking sounds. Crack, crack, crack. And Boy, Well, Boy, I can say Boy doesn't need to make his acrobatics because Boy's so cool, but Boy is going to make a wisdom saving throw. And he's going to roll a 15, which is enough. So 1, 2, 3. He's going to attack the thing that was this will-o-wisp. And he's gonna attack it once with his bite. So it leaps up like a puppy dog does, trying to bite the thing in the air. Oh, rolls a natural 20. Good boy. And it needs to make a strength saving throw. Oh, that's the wrong strength saving throw. Well, first of all, 9 points of damage to that thing. Boy for MVP. And it needs to make a strength saving throw. Which it passes, so it's fine. So it comes up, bites at this thing in the air, takes a big bite. Yeah, good boy for sure. And it shakes the light in its mouth for a bit and then spits it out. Theodore.
Yes. Theodore will just cast Thorn Whip on the will-o-wisp.
Okay.
And by the way, we discussed this a couple of weeks ago. My Thorn Whip actually doesn't look like a wine with thorns. It looks like a barbed wire with some sharp nails and screws on it.
Cool. Well, regardless, you flip out your barbed wire looking thing. The will-o-wisps dodges to the side of it effortlessly. This thing is fast and it tends to be very nimble as well, so it easily dodges your thorn whip attack.
I will just move 5 feet into this alcove and that's it.
Okay. Okay, it comes back into your space again, Garrosh, and tries to shock you with a bzzzt, and it rolls a 15. Which misses. So once again, you narrowly dodge out of the way of this creature, avoiding its electric shock. Edwin.
All right. Seeing that's my half-orc friend, it's a little bit shaken again. I will keep doing using my action. I checked it. I can alter the finger's movement, right? And can transpose the illusion to any point within range, which is 60 feet, which should still be fine. Yeah. So I'm gonna use my action to move the silent image on top of the ugly woman to make her the half-orc chicken wing bucket girl.
Chicken.
Either moving over there, giving my half-orc friend a wink, kind of not flashing the boobs, but kind of pressing them together and covering her.
Okay.
You got this, Garrosh.
Okay, and you do regain your senses. You're no longer frightened by it. Does Edwin stay there?
Yeah, it's a good spot. Still safe.
Okay, Stacks.
Maybe a step closer to Starlord.
Sure.
Yeah.
This cracking sound is over here is very off-putting, and you hear slight sounds as well.
Stacks will go up there.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. And will try to hide, at least for the stuff beside it.
Okay. That's your movement and your bonus action.
What do I see here? Do I see something?
Actually, what I'll do... What you do see is right where you hear the cracking sound coming, which is from here. You see the ice, at the front here, starting to crack. So that's what you see.
Good. Yeah. 5 more feet of movement, and we'll take another shot at the hag.
Sure. So I'm going to
Just
say you
because I
run around the corner, then sneak back, fooling the hag that way, so you can have this at advantage.
Oh, okay.
Assuming it doesn't need to be passive. Oh, you're fine. So at advantage, he did not see you. And that hits. And the hag is just looking at... Oh! Accidentally moved my microphone stand and it hit the delete key. Which is not what I will...
Such a shame.
Which is not good. But Stax, almost... I mean, you have been leading this expedition very well, sneaking through and finding these things, and you shoot, and the hag turns around just in time to see you, and the arrow, thunk, goes straight for her eyes, and she crumples to the floor dead.
Nice.
Actually, she's covered in the illusion, so you just aim for the head. Then there's the dead hag falling out of it.
Yes, maybe a pile of a dead hag at the bottom with a buxom young lady above above her. But yeah, well done, Stax.
Hawaii wink from the illusion.
Okay, Stax, you're doing very well. Garrosh. There's still this will-o-wisp here and this rather unnerving cracking sound coming from over here.
I wanted to go for the chicken. Right, I'll run up to Stax. I'll ignore the stupid light. It will probably get opportunity attack anyway.
And we'll take that attack of opportunity and visit. Rolls a 22, which I believe will hit.
Okay.
And you are shocked for 8 points of damage.
Ouch. Okay, and I run.
If you make your acrobatics check, you can.
Okay, acrobatics check. Great.
I'm going to say, I mean, that was your movement. I assume you're going to try and dash. But you slip on your butt as you're trying to get up the steps and you fall down prone. You could technically get up and move another 15 feet. Use half your movement to stand up and then go another 15 feet. Is that what you wish to do?
Okay, yeah, I scramble to my feet. And I move 15 feet.
Okay.
So like here.
Okay.
I roll. Okay.
Yeah, so you see this ice over here starting to crack. Yeah, I'm going to say as you wad past the thing, it shocked you. You almost managed to gain your feet. You know, you're running, but your feet are moving too fast for you to keep up with, and that's why you stumbled at the bottom here. But you get back up and go to the top of the stairs, and that would be your turn. Stello.
Yeah. Stello is gonna, let's see, move over here.
Athletics check.
Oh yeah.
No, acrobatics, sorry, acrobatics.
Acrobatics.
Yep, you're fine. So you run over to there.
I'm gonna turn around and fire my bow, starry bow, at the will-o-wisp. Okay.
Okay, technically, of course, it's a plus D4 since you're blessed. But that definitely hits.
Yeah.
That definitely hits, regardless. So that's 7 damage. Let me just check something. Okay, got it. Yeah, and as your arrow sinks into, you notice it's not doing as much damage as you could. Might be just the sheer size of this thing, but it's not doing a lot of damage. But it did do some damage.
Yeah. It's radiant, though, by the way.
Oh, it's radiant. Oh, well, that changes everything.
It's dead.
No, it's not dead.
And for my action, I'm gonna create a bonfire underneath its, kind of like draw fire from the beneath the pots and right underneath its underneath it.
So you
If
can use that
that's
ability as
possible.
a bonus action?
Yeah, that's the bonus action for the starry bow.
Oh,
or
nice.
Starry form.
Yes, you absolutely can cast Bonfire. So that's right underneath the Will-O-Wisp, is it?
Yes. I'll draw out, let's say, circle.
Oh yeah, perfect, perfect. Okay, and for the... to the spell, any creature in the bonfire
Oh,
space.
sorry.
Dex save.
Dex
or
save.
damage.
Whoosh! It dodges out the way effortlessly of the flame. As I said before, this thing is very quick and is just zipping around. So it didn't do any damage. It might do next time, but for now, no.
That's okay. I'll end my turn there.
Okay. Crack, crack, crack. You hear the sounds of the cracking over here getting louder and louder. Buoyed by his... Oops. Buoyed, as it were, by his previous success, is going to try and take another bite of the Will-O-Wisp. Jumping up, trying to catch it. This time the Will-O-Wisp is too quick. The boy's attack goes wide harmlessly. Theodore.
I will move along the way towards over here and just try another. What is it? Torn whip.
Barbed wire whip.
You can make me an acrobatics with advantage because of your spiked
Okay.
boots. Ooh, good. Okay, so this thing's too quick. You lash out your thorn whip and it's just moving around, just bzz, 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 bzz. Very hard to get a beat on it, so the attack goes wide.
Okay, that's my turn.
Okay, so yep.
Are we on, I think, 2 spells in the same turn, if one's a bonus action and one's an action?
One of them has to be a cantrip. So you can do a cantrip and one other spell, assuming you do bonus actions and things like that.
And the spell needs to be below level 2? 2 or lower, I mean.
No,
Or any
that's
spell.
not raw. Usually you can do one spell as bonus action and a cantrip as an action. That's fine.
Yeah, that sounds
Okay.
right. Yep.
Just for future reference, nothing to do with this turn.
Okay,
Okay, thanks.
so the...
Sorcerer multiclass incoming.
Yes. So, this thing has got nothing else to attack, so it's going to attack Boy. This might be a problem.
No!
Just, rolls
Not
a
my
natural
boy.
20.
No!
Oh,
Fuck me!
And does 19 points of damage to Boy. And Boy goes down.
But he's not instantly killed, is he?
Oh, that's what you
'Cause
saw.
I
Boy
believe we
just
wanna-
yelp and scream and fall down in a heap. And this thing goes over to next to you with this movement, but that's it. And I hope you guys have Sirenscape on, because this
Yeah.
is cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mind you, I was enjoying the cackling sound, but I don't imagine there's much more cackling going on now.
No,
No.
anymore.
There we go. I'll turn off the cackling.
So seeing Boy going down, I will have a hard time concentrating on the illusion anyway, so I will just drop it.
Okay.
A gasp from Edwin, and then I shall walk over to my boyfriend and try to save him, because I know he's important. He
So you drop the
absolutely is.
concentration on the illusion?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So to stabilize him, well,
I do not have a kit. I shall make a medicine check.
DC 10.
It's not too hard, hopefully.
Yeah.
I will use my inspiration
All right.
that I gained, if you
You're
don't
definitely
mind.
sticking your fingers in all the wrong holes.
Boy has to survive. Boy.
There we go. So he's not dying, but he's not conscious. But you have stabilized him. He has survived effectively.
All right. I don't have any meaningful bonus actions, therefore that's my turn. Unless I can pull him out of danger a little bit over there. What's the?
That would be another action. That would be a grapple and then pulling him. So
Okay, sure.
And by the way,
that's my turn.
if it was a decidedly average roll from the Will-O-Wisp to hit boy, if the Will-O-Wisp had done 3 more points of damage, it would be an insta death on boy, but not enough to instantly kill him. Okay, Edwin, you save boy. Stax.
Seeing the hack going down, I think the biggest problem is just around this corner, and I will stealthily try to walk around here just to see what the hell is going on around here.
Okay, I have to move a bit further than that to see.
Ridiculous. Just gone.
And do you see it, Stax?
Yep. Is it as bad as it sounds?
It's as bad as this looks.
Oh, fuck.
It is frozen in ice. It is struggling to get out of the ice. It is not yet out of the ice. You're not sure how long, but you could get some hits in it before it gets out. Oh, I thought I shut up that. So it's up to you. It's definitely still in the ice, and it's struggling to get out. Yeah, what do you do?
Just for the heck of it, because I want to see if my arrows actually do something.
Sure. So you can make an attack at advantage. Not so much because you're hidden. Well, 2 reasons. You're hidden and this thing is encased in ice. 17? 17 does hit. And since it was advantage, it is sneak attack damage, so 13 damage. And let me make sure I'm not missing anything for this big guy. Okay, yeah, so your arrow does sink into him. Does it get... Nope, so arrow sinks into him. It doesn't appear to care, but you did do some damage to it. Is that your turn?
I will call Garash. Need a second opinion. That's my turn.
So Garrosh tried to be manly and run in front of the danger, and he fell on his butt. So literally,
Yep.
couldn't be less cool. Now he's still behind Stacks, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm coming. Sure." And as I come here, he's just like, "Oh, bag of worms. This is not good." he
Run or
catches
fight,
his,
buddy. Run or fight.
he catches his breath and uses second wind
Sure.
as a bonus action.
And I hate to
So
do this to
that-
you, but you're going to have to make me an athletics check.
Right. Athletics check.
Acrobatics, no?
Acrobatics. Yeah.
Sorry. Okay.
You can keep that roll. Yeah, well, regardless, you're good. And by
Okay.
the way, Stax, I've noticed you've been forgetting to do Bless. Made a quick adjustment to your character sheet. You see just below where it says Offhand Tagger? There's a Bless thing there. Yeah, and I got it clicked on. Now it's off. Now it's on. So you automatically have your bless thing now. So there we go.
Attack rolls and saving throws. Remember.
Yes. Yes, I'll put it on saving throws too.
Okay, so Garrosh is like, oh my. He catches a second breath and gets back his HP.
Cool. So that's your bonus action. Yep.
with second breath.
Second wind. Yep.
And he cannot reach this first giant skeleton, so he takes a hand axe from his belt and he
Nice.
throws a hand axe on the
At advantage.
giant.
Yep, that's fine. It's at advantage. This thing's not moving very much, being encased in ice. Fuck. Yeah. Gets him right in the arm. It's always hard to explain damage. Like, you hit the bone. You hit the bone. You hit the bone. But you do some damage to it. That's Garrosh's turn. Stello.
Right. Stello is gonna, for his action, create a bonfire under the will-o-wisp again,
Okay, sure.
and see if it gets hurt this time.
Will-o-wisp making a dexterity saving throw. That was a 25.
But
Thing's
for his
very-
bonus action, yeah, for his bonus action, he's gonna shoot at it with his
The
starry bow.
Okay.
Let's see. And,
Yep, that hits. Yep. 26 hits the will-o-wisp.
plus 3. Let's see. Yeah, that's
10
pretty good.
damage, and that's radiant damage, you said?
Yes.
Okay, while this thing is darting around and moving, you finally get a bead on it. And... Whoops. And it goes down. Get it right between the eyes, and the will-o-wisp collapses to the ground. And the light
Nice.
is extinguished. So the hag and the will-o-wisp are down. There's something else.
For my movement, do I hear whatever is going on, or I'm just going to run after Garrosh to see what's taking them, what's
Sure.
keeping them in the other room. So I'll move about. Let's see. Let me just double check the movements. Move about there. So I'll get here, and I guess I'll have to do
Acrobatics.
acrobatics check. Yes.
Very slippery ice. No problem. Okay, what you hear? I mean, you the player knows what's happening, but you hear loud cracking sounds as if the ice is about to give.
I'm gonna shout, Garrosh, Stax, what's going on?
Do they need our help?
I think so. That's gonna be my turn.
Okay. The frost giant, it raises its massive arm and boosh! Shards of ice flying anywhere, and it looks down at Garrosh and goes, "Arrgh!" But that's its action. But it is now free of the ice. Boy can not die. Theodore.
I will move around the bonfires and towards Boy and cast Cure Wounds on.
Okay. How much does he get? 6. Okay. The boy is no longer dying, and he whimpers, and he looks up at Theodore, and looks up at Edwin, and gives them both a sad lick, but he is up. He's still prone on the ground, but he can act next turn.
As a bonus action, I scratch him behind his ears.
Okay. Make me acrobatics at advantage.
Acrobatic.
Yeah, your spiky boots keep you up, boy. You still probably have a little bit of movement left if you wish to use it.
Just 5 feet over here. I think that's
Okay.
it's gone then.
And you feel slightly less cold being surrounded by a bonfire. So actually, just the one bonfire. I put it on the map level. So this one
Okay.
is not there. Okay. All right, Edwin.
Right, that will sound really silly, but I'm gonna touch boy, and I'm gonna cast mage armor on him. Because I believe he
Wanna
doesn't
bring up-
wear any armor, does he?
He doesn't. Do you want to bring up the description for me? make
That
sure-
makes his AC 13 plus dex, which would
That's your
improve
one
it.
creature, yeah. 13.
So
plus
I'm
it's-
gonna give him a good scratch behind the neck, look him dead in the eye, cast mage armor, and tell him to go get him, boy.
Okay, his armor was 13, and now it's 15. Okay, nice. That's the first time I've ever literally seen anybody cast mage armor other than on oneself.
Trying to be creative, it actually works on dex
Does.
guys.
Does.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna send him off. Maybe I can help him get up instead of moving myself. If that works.
Sure.
Spending my movement.
Yep. So you can use half your movement to raise the creature up. So there we go. So
Yeah,
you still have
sweet.
half
In
movement.
that case, I'm gonna go approach slowly, trying not to slip. Only 10 feet of movement behind Theodore, and that's my turn.
Okay. I'm saying since you're careful, you move so short, we won't get you to do an acrobatics check. Stacks. The giant is free. It's just screaming at you guys.
Garrosh. Run to the rest. Get the cauldron, get boy. And get out. I'll distract him as long as I can. And I will run this direction.
Mm-hmm.
With that, I take an action to shoot at the frost giant.
It's no longer at advantage because it's out of its ice cage, but sure, make a shot. And your bliss. Oh, your bliss still didn't come through.
No, I accidentally removed the bless and added sneak attack because that was usually
okay.
the spot where my sneak attack was.
Okay, regardless, it's not going to be a critical hit, and it's not going to be sneak attack damage, but it'll just be 7 piercing. So it rockets into the... Strangely enough, it's not resistant to piercing, which skeletons often are, but you do get another shot off. I'm getting a little nervous though, your arrows are starting to run a little low. That was your turn. You still have your
I've
bonus.
still got my bonus action and I've got some movement left. Was diagonal...
your first
first
diagonal
one
is
normal.
5. Yep, and subsequent ones are 10.
Ah.
4, 30, 40, 50, 60, 7, 65.
So you used your bonus action to
70.
dash. Yes?
Yeah, so 70 feet of movement because I have 35
Yep.
regular movement.
Nice. How acrobatic are you, though?
That's a good question.
Fortunately, Bliss does not affect this. You're fine. No problem. The dexterous elf gets through. So, Gorosh, you hear Stax's warning telling you that it's going to hold it off, and she probably runs down a corridor. What do you do?
I shout at it, and I try to step between the shards of ice and step closer to it and attack it with my
God damn
big
it.
sword. Because I'm a clever guy, right?
So you come up and attack it with its short sword, and it just clanks off its bones. Does not hit.
And I use action surge and attack
nice.
it again because
Nice.
just
Because
because.
why the hell not?
And I'm so good.
And you're not blessed, are you? No. Unfortunately, clangs off it again. No damage done.
I began to panic. I turn around and try to run back to the corridor where I came from. So,
You know what happens if you're going to run, though, right?
do I run? Okay, I panic, but I stand my ground.
Well done. Well done. Gorosh, that is incredibly brave of you. Well, I might say that is an inspirational amount of courage. I take a DM inspiration. So that's Garrosh. Stello.
All right. Let's see. I move up 20 feet here. Let's see. What do I see? I see Stacks down there.
Yeah, Stax is
I'm
not
gonna move,
hiding. So you can see who's-
25, 30. It will be behind cover, I think so. I'll Do I see the giants, or is it
You
kind
do?
of behind the ice? I
You
do.
But
Okay.
it have +2 to its AC though, because that wall's in the way.
Okay.
So it's like
Well, I'm
half
gonna
cover.
try a bonus action to try to hit it with my
Sure.
bow. Let's see. And
18 does hit, and
Oh,
even though you
sorry.
type the macro in wrong, it still hits.
yep,
So
5 radiant.
5 radiant. Okay, courses into the frost giant for 5 points of damage.
I'm gonna shout back. Theodore, Edwin, skeleton giant in here. I'm gonna end my turn.
Okay. You make me an acrobatics check. I think we forgot to do that.
Oh yeah, that's true. Let's see.
You're fine. So this frost giant has got this massive battle axe in its hand, and it looks at the normally large Garrosh in most companies, but definitely not in this huge creature's thing. And oops, let's get organized here. Kind of brings a massive great axe down. Boosh! Rolls a 27, which I assume will hit. And cuts into you for 19 points of damage. Brings up a great axe again. Swings it. Whoosh! This time the ice, it misses, and a massive crack opens right beside Garrosh. Are you still up?
Yes.
Just!
I have 1 hit point.
Boy comes tearing down. Boy's 40, so... Whoops. Get the right thing. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Comes tearing around to there. Theodore.
I will double move into the cave as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and double move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, sorry, I only have 25 feet of movement, so I'm over here.
Those little gnome legs. But you need to make me an acrobatics with advantage due to your spiky boots. Yep, you're fine. So use your movement to dash. Cool. Edwin!
Well, our friend's yelling for help, kind of. I will try to move closer as well. So that's... So do I have to calculate myself, or does the measuring tool work? Is that like 30 feet?
Yeah.
Use
the measuring
Does that
tool.
work?
It's fine.
Sure. Alright, I'm gonna move over there. Acrobatics check, I
Yep.
suppose.
Yep.
There we
Yeah.
go. I fall on my butt.
You can get up and move another 15 feet if you want.
I want.
Okay, so you fall down, you get back up again, and you take your remaining 15 feet.
Damn it, ow, god damn it, ow.
Okay, so you dash. Everybody's rushing towards you, Garrosh. You've still got a rather large frost giant skeleton in front of you. But Stax, what happened to Stax? What does happen to Stax?
Well, I figure Stax would have heard fighting behind him. So he turns back, sees the idiot squaring up.
The rather
bloody beaten,
damaged
almost
idiot.
dead.
Okay.
You bloody idiot! Just go! You idiot. Stella, get him out of there! Run! Get the cauldron and get out! And I take another shot at the Frost Giant.
Whoosh.
Um,
You weren't sneaking, and due to it's around the corner, it's going to have a +2 to its armor class. Not that it matters, because that misses regardless. Boosh! Bounces just above Garrosh's head and clatters to the ground. Speaking of Garrosh, you hear your friends approaching, but that hit hurt. Almost cleaved you in two.
Yeah, I think Garrosh has second thoughts. He realized his grave mistake, and up close, the giant suddenly seems like a much more formidable foe.
Mm-hmm.
And Garrosh is like, "Oh, damn it! I think I'm going somewhere else." And he takes the disengage action.
Mm-hmm.
And backpedals back to the corridor here.
I really hope you don't fall over here, buddy. Acrobatics.
Right.
He's gonna sleep on his blood.
He's really pumped with adrenaline, and he's taking care not to slip and not to die right here.
Yeah, if you did fall over, it would have been in your own blood. Okay.
Oh my.
by the way, could I have taken a dodge action as my bonus action? That's
Dodge?
okay.
Sure. No problem.
Thanks.
Stello, you see Garrosh running back, leaving a trail of blood behind him. In fact,
My friend, I'll use my bonus action to cast.
This is like a scratch.
Let's see, Healing Word at level 1 on Garrosh. So that's 5 HP. And I'm gonna move 5 feet. Do I have clear sight of the Frost Giant skeleton?
so I'm just putting in the blood trail there. Let's have a look. Yes, you do, because he's so damn
Right.
large. Stretch.
In which case, I'll fire off my second guiding bolt for the day. Let's see if it hits. Sorry. Let's see if I can use my. There it is.
Nope.
Let's see with
With bless.
12.
Nope.
That's a shame. In which case, I'll move. I'll try to stand beside Garrosh and try to block the path of the giant.
Okay. I'm going to give you a global attack modifier, since I'm nice. So you see below your attacks, there's a bless thing with a tick mark. Just click that on and off when you're blessed. And same thing under your saving throws. You'll see, oops,
Right.
not bless. Bless 1d4. So just click that on or off when you're blessed in both positions. And it should be right.
Nice.
So
Okay, thank you.
so make another attack just for fun. And we'll see if the bless comes through.
Yep.
There we go. So
Yeah,
there's a bless coming through. Perfect. Okay, so Stello whoosh, shoots it out. Would have been nice if you'd rolled at that time, but it does not hit. It was a 12, yeah. 12 does not hit.
Yes.
Okay. The Frost Giant Skeleton. And as he moves forward, you can hear the ground shake. Everybody's struggling to stay on. And I see Stello right in front of him. And it takes its massive great axe, swings it across. Rolls a 17. Does that hit? Oh, it does hit, just.
Yeah, barely.
And a 16 points of damage.
Ouch.
And it takes a second swing with its great axe. Whoosh! Oh, rolling an 11. That's terrible.
Ah,
Oh, right,
Sweet.
a natural 2. Let's have a +9 to its attack. I just accidentally told you that. But, yeah, 11 misses. So what would it needed to hit you? It needed a 5. Needed not much. A 7 to hit you. Yeah, but it did make it. Boy sees his good friend. Stello comes up. I see 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it can get up to there.
Can I, as a free action, tell Boy to just stop, not to move there?
Okay, tell you what I'll do. I'm going to roll a d20. Poof. You rolled a 12. You need to make an animal handling check of greater than 12. Nope. So Boy goes through it and launches up.
I tell
almost
him
as-
to go get. He's going to get.
And he does hit. Latches onto its face and thrashes around as like a puppy dog holding onto a sock. And
Boy, the
rips him for 8 points of damage. Wow.
does he fall prone?
I'm going to say no. I'm going to roll for it anyway, just to see. There's no way. Or I was an 11 regardless. There's no way Boy can take this thing down. It's not technically stated in the rules, but that's just ridiculous. Theodore.
I will come up behind the corner, see the skeleton, and my brain just goes, nope. Does this skeleton look like it can get through this bottleneck, I guess?
Yep.
Ugh. Okay, I'm gonna use my... What do I have?
Use your instant kill giant ability.
Oh, I forgot I had that. I'm sorry.
I have so many concentration spells and I can't drop it. I'll do, as usual, Torn Whip, and we'll see if I need to cure anyone next round.
Okay. So Thorn Whip shoots out, and that does hit him.
I can't pull it anywhere, so I'll leave it.
Yeah.
And I'll move 5 feet.
According to Thorn Whip, though, could you? Is there a size restriction on what you can pull?
No, yeah, large or smaller. This one's huge, right?
That's huge, yeah. So that's cool.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Okay.
Okay, but does hit. Edwin.
Well, approaching as well, already shaken by the look on Theodore's face, now spotting his quite injured, but seems like we're fighting, so we're fighting. I shall target him with a chill touch.
Okay, two quick things first. Theodore, acrobatics with advantage. Ooh. And Edwin, just a straight acrobatics.
Yeah,
Theodore's fine. You're fine, but you're a chill touch. Bish. Goes wide.
damn it!
Yep.
Backing up against the wall. I'm stunned.
How damaged does it look, the skeleton?
It could still take many more hits.
Run.
It's looking damaged though, like some of its ribs are broken. One of its leg bones is broken. It's looking beat up. You've done a significant amount of damage to it. But no one could single shot this thing at the moment. But what could Stax do?
Well, Stax will certainly try. Cursing all his friends for being as stupid as they are, he will take the shot.
Okay. It will be sneak attack damage if it hits, but it doesn't. 12 is not good enough. Clatters down the corridor. Tick, 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 tick.
Can I use my inspiration to give him
Nope.
a reroll?
Nope. You're all out of inspiration, Stax?
I'm all out of inspiration. And I will back away and try to hide.
Okay, I'm going to say since you didn't use your full movement, I'll spare you the ignominy of possibly falling over. Garrosh, you could technically get a hit on him from there.
Right. I mastermind strength, and I regain balance, and I find an opening between Stalo and the giant skeleton, and I step forward and attack his legs with my greatsword. And if he doesn't hit, I'll use inspiration.
Okay. Yeah, I'm
So,
almost regretting giving you that inspiration since you promptly reversed, but that I did give it. Make your attack. Oh, that does it. 11 slashing damage. The creature buckles a little bit, but regains its balance.
and that's it.
Okay, Stello.
I'm gonna use my action to disengage.
Okay.
Move up here. And
Acrobatics. If you only move there, that's fine. If you move much further,
yeah.
that'll be acrobatics. So
yes.
you just move there,
So-
you're fine.
Yeah, I might move more depending on what happens. I'm gonna shoot it with my starry bow. Let's
Okay,
see.
straight shot.
It's 5.
So it's
that's
14 plus
18.
4. 18 does it.
6 radiants. And from there I'll move, let's see, that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So I'll
Yep.
do the acrobatics thingy. Let's see.
DC 10. Okay, you're fine.
Ooh.
Okay, so you shoot it. Did some decent damage with your starry bow. And by the way, once we're off session, I'll set you up a special attack roll for your starry bow, so you don't need to keep manually
Nice.
doing it. Yeah, but
That would be helpful. Thank you.
I'll do that.
That's a problem with homebrew, unearthed arcana stuff.
Yeah,
It's not in the
yeah,
database.
I'm sure I can work it out for you though.
Thank you.
Garrosh. The mighty Gratak comes down again. Rolls a 17, is that it? Does, just. Yeah, and you take 19 points of slashing damage.
And because I'm half orc,
Oh, relentless endurance.
I have
Wow.
relentless idiocy, and I just don't give up. Okay, so
Yeah, but you take
1 point.
Yep. Okay, knocks you down and was eyeing up Theodore next. But the half-orc... Oh, do you do rise? You can play dead if you like. What do you do?
Ooh, oh damn. No, I'm standing. I'm standing up.
You're standing.
I'm standing my gun.
In which
Yeah.
case, it's going to take another swipe at you.
I don't want to hit. I don't want boy to go dead. Like, I don't want boy to die.
You take another
Oh,
19
he doesn't
points of
deserve
damage
it.
there, buddy. Now you're down for good.
No. Okay.
And the thing crashes over the top of your body and gets right in Theodore's face. So it's literally standing over top of you.
Just moves through boy. Just walking over him. He's
Pretty
so
much.
big, that should
Yep.
work. Yeah.
Yep. But Garrosh is down and there's a frost giant on top of him. Interesting.
Wait, he's unconscious or dead?
Oh, he's unconscious. He's unconscious. He's
Oh.
not dead. He's
So,
dying.
right?
Dying.
Sounded like he's dead.
No. Boy, the MVP all the time, all day, every day. He's going to try and bite the frost giant right in the back as it takes down his buddy. This time he can't get purchase on it and it misses and he falls to the ground with a yelp. Theodore, you got something right in your face and a dead friend right underneath it. What do you do? Dying friend. Sorry,
Yeah.
dying friend.
That's important distinction.
It is.
not yet there.
Disengage and move over here and wait for the giant to hopefully go north and get back to.
Acrobatics.
Yep.
Roll me,
Klung, 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 klung,
oh yeah, you're with advantage. Oh yes.
Yes.
I was about to do something bad to you.
Everybody. Everybody
done.
gets screws in their snowshoes later.
Yes, yeah, well done. That might have saved your life. Your the screws in your boots might have saved you. Edward, looks like you're gonna move.
Yep. Going north. And targeting him with a chill touch. Since
Okay.
seems well like we're fighting. And I've got nothing else.
16
Finally does hit.
does hit, and strangely, it does necrotic damage. It's a weirdly described. I mean, it's supposed to be like a ghostly
it's like
hand.
it's a skeletal, an arcane skeletal hand that reminds you and clings to you, pulls you back into the grave, pretty much.
Yep, but that does full damage. Yep, 7 points of damage. Very good. Stacks.
Nice.
You're just not finding your range, buddy. Missed last 2 times. What you got?
Oh, come on!
Oh.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see the roll. Yeah, that one goes right as well. If you ever needed a time for sneak attack damage, now would be the time. Yeah, just not finding your range, Stacks. Garrosh, make me a death saving throw. Okay, you're good. 1 succeeded, so 1 of 3. Good. Stello.
Right, I'm gonna use my bonus action to cast Healing Word on Garrosh.
Okay.
Wait, we still have healing spells? Hell yeah.
6.
Let's do this.
So you're back up. You are prone, though. Yeah, but you're not dying. There we go. Perfect. Thank you. Frustrate.
And
Oh, sorry, that's your bonus.
for
Yep, bonus, yep.
yes, and I'll move 5 feet up here, and 5 feet, no, 5 feet here, and I'll cast my last guiding bolt on
Okay.
Frostmaiden.
Don't want to be a dick, but that's a spell, is it not?
Yeah, it's kind of, but it's a feature spell, so I got 3 charges.
Alright. Just not about the spell slot, but the 2 spells in a turn rule.
Oh, right. Guess it depends on Malcolm. Let's see. Without expending a spell, yeah, it's technically a spell. So I'll use never mind that, and I'll cast my cantrip, create bonfire under. No, I won't.
It just burn Garrosh back to the ground.
No, I'll just
I mean,
move back a bit.
You could put it over here.
Yeah, okay,
It's-
yeah.
it's a big thing.
In that case, just not hitting Garrosh. So yeah, I'll go for it.
If you want to drag on one of those things, it'd be cool. And it rolls a
Oh,
natural
yeah.
20 for its save.
I won't drag it in. That's yeah.
It's still going to
And
be
for my
there.
rest of them,
I drag it on
Yeah,
anyway, because it's still there.
yeah.
Might be a thing.
let's see.
And
Here. For the rest of my movement, I will move, let's see, it was 5 movements, so 10, 15, 20, 25. Nah, I use 20 movement and stay here. No, we want to move too far from Edwin. And I'll use an acrobatics.
You're so sweet.
Yes.
okay, you're fine.
Ah.
Okay. I'm going to assume it doesn't notice Garrosh there. But it is... Everyone's saying, which way is it going to go? Is it going to go left? Or is it going to go right? It's going to go left.
We look tasty. Like, really tasty.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
It goes for the popcorn-sized... from his perspective, with an AC of 16, swings its great axe. Boosh! Rolls an 18. So
Hit.
that will hit. And do 25 slashing damage.
Oh,
I
fuck.
am down.
Wait a minute, let's work this out. It was here. 1, 2, 3,
And
4. 1.
Bless goes out.
Ooh, good point. And it rights up into Edwin's face, but not enough to attack. And yes, you are all
Can I-
unblessed.
Can I have a question? Maybe a stupid one. Do I get a opportunity attack if I'm prone and like? Or I'm...
I
Well,
don't see why not, but I'm going to give you a disadvantage though. But yes, you can have an opportunity attack.
But boy can make a straight one, probably, right?
Oh
he
yes,
should be
boy.
one.
Ruff, ruff.
Good boy.
Gonna-
Good boy. So boy jumps up, tries to bite him in the butt, and hits. He's dealing the damage for 9 points of piercing damage.
He's
Does not
actually
get damage.
carrying us so hard.
Oh,
Like
everybody's
with the
kinda...
pack tactics and everything, attacking with advantage.
Okay, so that was boy's opportunity attack. Who was the other one? Garrosh with
me.
disadvantage.
Yeah, I still have the inspiration, so let's try. Sorry.
Well, that hits.
With disadvantage though.
Oh, with disadvantage.
Right.
Yes, so roll again.
So once more.
Still hits.
So the first one, I guess, works.
It would do 11 points of damage. Oh, that wasn't the best move on my part. Okay, the bones are really starting to crack now. You see bits and pieces of it.
But it still has one attack, right?
Actually, that's what I was working out. It's got 40 feet of movement, so come back here. So say 5 to get to there. 10, 15, 20,
Even then, it should have reached
25.
probably
30, 35,
40.
40. Yeah. Oh, yeah, there we go.
Because technically, with chill touch, sorry, I wanted to ping it. There we go.
Oh, 10 feet of movement, right?
Fuck! God damn it! No, it gets disadvantage because it's undead, I presume.
But,
That's actually on hit. Until then, the hand clings to the target. If you hit an undead, it also has disadvantage on attack rolls against me. So try me, bitch. Try me.
Okay. So disadvantage.
Don't jinx it.
I have a good shot at surviving. It's
Famous last words.
This might be the
like
thing
40
that save.
damage.
I have no
Edwin's
spell
life.
slots, no shield, nothing. So
Great.
let's go. Straight roll.
The shield of faith.
What's your AC?
It is 16.
Let me show you something in just 1 second.
Double 20s.
If you all pop over to Discord for just a second. Oh, come on.
It isn't a
Discord.
20, right?
Or 1 in a 20.
Come on. It's not attacking with advantage, is it? It's
No, it's a disadvantage. It's
right,
a chill
so it
touch.
actually misses.
It actually misses.
Holy fuck.
And it would have done. Oh, that was a very good roll. 34 points of damage.
I'd be dead.
Yeah, your chill touch. Oh, technically it didn't, because even with the disadvantage, it was still the lowest roll. But wow, Edwin.
I'm brave now. I'm cocky now.
Speaking of brave,
Go get him, boy!
boy jumps up because it's worked for him so far. Trying to grab hold of something. And he falls to the ground, misses.
It's 13, right? It's pack tactics, by the way.
Still misses. You raise a good point. It is pack tactics. I should keep that in mind in future. Well spotted, but still misses. Theodore. Death saving throw. Failed one. Edwin. Edwin. Just survived
big guy.
remarkably.
I mean, although it's with disadvantage, I would still chill touch it again. Although, actually, does it have like metal armor by any chance? Still
It's
left on
wearing
it?
armor
Like
scraps.
shocking
Some of it's leather, some of it's metal. Lots of bits and pieces.
Would it be advantage for shocking grasp?
Can you bring up shocking grasp? The
It
description.
says if the target wears any wearing made of metal, then I get advantage.
I tell you what, roll a d20. 1 to 10, you manage to hit a bit that's armored. So you want 1 to 10 on a d20.
Okay, slash R 1d20.
So it's got armor scraps. Oh, there you go. You do get advantage.
Okay, then I'm gonna do the shocking grasp because I can. Yeah, never mind.
Nice.
Well, but it's with advantage, right?
With
Sorry. I
advantage,
forgot
yep.
that. So I'm
But
gonna
you're
do
not
that.
blessed.
Ah,
I should remove that, yeah, but the
That's fine.
16
16 does hit for 4 points of damage.
Sweet!
It's starting to look really
and-
bad.
And it loses its reaction, which allows me to move away freely. Which is pretty
Probably.
nice.
Wow,
And I'm gonna
nice.
try not to slip, only moving like the 20 feet up there.
Okay, tell you what, since you move 20 feet, roll at advantage. Acrobatics at advantage.
Sure.
Being very generous with that roll. Oh, there we go, you're fine. Holding on by the edge. Stacks. Is
I
this
think
the
you're
shot?
muted, Stax, in case you're speaking.
Yeah, I was just cursing about my rolls. Nothing very important.
Well, here's a chance to make up for it.
Well, first acrobatics check, I assume.
Yep.
See,
Cartwheels.
these are the ones that are important, and then this will be the natural one.
15 hits.
Nice.
Yes.
Way to
Okay.
go, Stax.
So Stax, you come by and you just missed time and time and time again. But only does this one hit it. It goes right through its eyes. How does Stack take this frost giant down?
Well, probably it will just shoot it just at the bottom of its skull, piercing the back of its skull, just where it is connected to the spine. And as it enters the skull, it just bang around 2-3 times, and eventually crack open part of the skull,
Oof.
and it will just brittle apart.
Nasty. Now we're going to keep initiative order because Theodore is dying. Garrosh, you see the frost giant finally fall, having just stepped over top of you. Your
Yeah.
companion's scattering for the most, except for Boy. I don't know how I give an NPC monster inspiration, but if anybody deserved inspiration, it was Boy. But Garrosh,
Definitely.
you're on the ground.
I get up, and
Yep.
as I see the giant skeleton crumble to the ground, I try to cheer, lifting my hand, but then I stop short because it just hurts, like everything hurts.
Yep.
And I look around, I walk over here, and I notice that Theodore is on the ground.
Yep, and he's
So-
bleeding.
And he's not looking great, so hopefully I can get to him. Yep. So I go to him.
With half movement from standing up?
Nope. Nope, actually I can't. It's like 15 is like here. Great. So
And
I
Edwin
can,
is
like, look
right.
at
He does
him.
have a very, very nice bone to chew on now, Boy. Okay, so you see Theodore bleeding out, and you rush to him, but you just can't get to him in time.
I shout, guys, comrades, come help Theodore. He's bleeding out.
Stello.
As I hear this, I'm gonna turn around and rush over. Let's see, 5, 10, 15. Do I see Theodore from here? Is he on the slopes, or do I have clear line of sight of him?
Well, this is why we have our token set up. If you can see him with your token, then you can see him.
Okay, yes. In that case, I'll rush around the corner and say, Theodore! And I say some words in the Goliath tongue, and I'll cast Healing Word.
Wow.
Holy shit. Still having spell slots. What the heck?
3. My last one.
Amazing. Yeah, you with the free guiding bolts, that's pretty
Yeah.
neat. Doesn't scale that well, but amazing.
No, it stays at level 1, unfortunately.
This was a close one, guys.
I
Yes.
blink my eyes and turn around and say, I need 10 more minutes.
You okay, little guy?
Yeah. Most of me is okay.
I
Who's the
come-
most hurt? Because I still have some healing. If we
Vax,
come up-
you okay?
Yeah, well, I can run quite fast, so I'm fine. Let's
Great.
get to the fire. It might help us warm.
Yes, the cauldron. I'll go and.
I'll be there in a minute. But yeah, inspect the cauldron, Theodore. I think it's magical.
Yes. I'm going to assume
Shall
you,
we
you-
take a short rest here? I think we could use it. Plus it's warm,
Definitely.
even though it looks gross.
Oh no, boy's staying with me.
I will
Boy
also
wants
try
to
to
go.
pick up my arrows, at least half of them.
Yep. I'll let you keep track of those because that's one too many things for them.
Yeah, I pick up my hand axe and I came to Stax and I say, I'm sorry, your idea was better. Sorry there.
Yeah, when the axe they try to hit you with is bigger than you are, that's usually the point where you run.
You are right. I'll try to remember that.
And it's a good reference point, I think. Let's just warm up now.
Oh, that definitely hurt. Edwin, you come in.
In a second, and I shall inspect the giant dead skeleton. Is there any loot to be had, first of all?
No. It's got
Probably
a
nothing.
battle axe that's far too big even for Garrosh or Stello. Other than that, it's just bones and scraps of armor.
But it has these like giant horns from ice giants, I presume, or is that like a helm? At least shows on the token.
Yeah, yes, it's got a helm. You can pry those off if you want.
Yeah, that's a nice trophy. I want to have one of those.
Sure.
And as pinged in the chat already, I learned the catapult spell. And I think it would be amazing to catapult throw bones for boy at enemies.
All right. Yeah.
So I want a bone that I could technically catapult.
Yep.
Weighing about 5 pounds. There's no volume limit, so I
You
don't
can
know.
catapult 5-pound bones.
Yeah, that would be, I don't know, not from a giant, probably not one of the big bones, but
Some finger bones.
yeah, a giant finger.
The middle one.
Yep. You pick whatever bone you like. Yep.
I
The middle one
shall
might be good.
pick a giant middle finger. That's a great idea. Does this skeleton, which supposedly is of an ice giant, I presume, still have any fingernails? Possibly. I heard they have chemical values for potions and such.
You've seen them floating
At least
around.
I would
in
presume. I
potions.
can make a check as well, but he's educated.
You make an Arcana check since you are starting with it. But yeah, potions of frost giant strength do have toenails in them. Yeah, nah,
I
no.
have no idea. I'm so preoccupied with the bone. Like,
Yep.
It's a great bone.
Yep.
So, giant middle finger. Great.
Ah.
5 pounds.
Okay.
Calmly walking down the stairs to the comrades with a big bone and boy by my side, giving boy the giant middle finger to chew on. Well, you guys, that was close, really close.
Yes.
Are you doing all right?
I'm a bit hurt, and seems Theodore and Garrett as well here is looking a bit worse for the wear, but yes.
Well, surprisingly, I'm still in one piece. I don't know how or why, but, well, here I am.
You've
The
done well.
gods and spirits must shine upon you.
Or maybe I just got lucky, but thanks, though.
I think we all got lucky today. That's not
Well-
a fight you usually win.
I mean, while you start resting, I will, get all these intestines out of our face, if you don't mind. Kind of
I'll help you with that.
doesn't smell that good.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait, you just do that. I'll keep an eye out around and I'll
Oh, that's,
start patrolling.
That's also good. I will just, push it into a corner with my staff, not touching any of it.
Okay.
And If the spell is too bad, I will just press the digitation. Fight against it. After that, I would like to join the rest, at least for the... Not like full rest, but so that I can use my arcane recovery, if possible.
Sure, you guys
During a
can
short
get a short rest in easily enough.
Can I, as a part of a short rest, fix anyone's snowshoes with nails and screws? Or is that too much activity?
No, that's fine.
It does calm me down to tinker with stuff.
There we go. So I'll assume that we won't make you roll for it, but we'll do the same thing last time. If you need to dash around on this ice, or any ice, in fact, in the future, that will be at advantage. If you took time, like overnight, you could maybe make them even better. But now, like, not really having access to everything and being in this environment, not. So you might have a chance of making some great spikes for your shoes, Theodore, but just not quite yet.
Good. I meant for other people's shoes.
Yeah. So I mean, everybody has advantage on their falling over acrobatics checks. Once you get back to a town and are in much better conditions, you might be able to make it permanent, so it wouldn't matter at all.
Cool. And while we're resting, I'll ask Edwin. Think you could check for magic in this room?
What?
Especially.
He's flipping through his spellbook and just I will. Just give me a minute. So when and I will once the rest is completed.
The cauldron
I'll give you a minute and you give me your snowshoes.
The cauldron is magical.
It is?
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. That's the one we described. Got described anyway. How heavy does it look?
About 50 pounds.
So we could carry that.
It'll be a little bit awkward, but you could.
Yep.
And we need to take the remains of the fishermen to town as well.
Yeah, there are very obviously 4 recently dead fishermen in the corner
And
there.
if I'm not mistaken, before that whole encounter that almost killed us started, you mentioned there was something odd about the light.
That was the will-o'-wisp.
Gotcha.
It was invisible. You rolled a natural 20, so I gave you a hint, but that was the will-o'-wisp.
Oh, it's...
Was invisible at the time.
Could Boy also, as a short rest, regain some hit points?
Yeah, I'll just put him on 11. There we go. But his armor class... Oh, his mage armor's still up, so I won't adjust his armor class.
It's 8 hours.
Yep.
I'll check the remains of the willows.
It's...
Did it just evaporate?
It evaporated. It dissipated.
Okay.
Maud... her name was Maud Chiselbone. No one was polite enough to ask that, but she's still here in a pile.
Should we see if the old lady has something?
Maud Chiselbone. Let's have a look. Don't think so, but let me double check. You don't find anything of note on Maud. Just a ugly old woman dying on the ground, or dead on the ground.
Question. Saving Boy's life and providing him with a very tasty, huge, giant middle finger that tastes like chicken. Any chance I can make an animal handling check to befriend him?
Sure.
Like for real.
For realsies.
I like him.
Yeah,
He
Edwin,
likes me too. Good
yeah,
boy.
Yeah. During the rest, he kind of curls up. I assume you're sitting on the ice, probably on a mat, but he curls up right next to you, Edwin. You have a friend in Edwin.
In the cauldron, I mean,
Quite barbaric, don't you think?
There's already human pieces cooking there, and I mean, we would get rid of the body permanently.
But what did we hear about the cauldron? Did it
Well,
do something? I mean, it created things. If we throw her into, is it gonna create her over? Or
I would need some more time to investigate and spend some time with this special cauldron. But if the captain of the militia is to be believed, then it can produce food for, I don't know, a whole village, town.
yes, but why
We
would she
definitely have to
use it?
secure it?
Yes, but why would she use it just as a cooking pot? It seems for human flesh.
I would love to know, but I lack a smell component, unfortunately.
Maybe whatever you cook in it, just when you distribute it, just never runs out or something.
Huh.
But you need to cook it first.
You can spend an hour, which is often done in a short rest, to try and investigate a magic item to learn what you can about it. So if someone wishes to do that, I can give you more information about the cauldron.
I was busy, so I'll say no for Theodore.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I was busy as well with but you guys, if you give me like an hour or so, I might gain some new insights.
Want us
Seems
to?
like you could use a little longer rest. No.
Yeah. No, I'm okay. I need a longer rest for that, but we could all assist you unless there's something else we could do.
I mean, I would have another option of investigation, but I lack a spell component, which is quite expensive. Yet I kind of bring it up. Maybe one of you has a pearl that is roughly the size of my thumb.
No, I'm sorry.
Well, then we need to spend an hour or so.
So you spend
That's
an
all right.
hour or so, and you manage to work out the mystery of this cauldron.
All right.
Okay.
So notice it can produce 30 gallons of liquid, and 4 people per gallon.
120 people can eat from it.
And it can be used 3 times, so that would be 360 people.
Oh.
That's fucking valuable.
Mm-hmm.
I related information, like my calculations in depth. But if anyone looks puzzled, I actually have the personality trait that I don't mind. Like, I'm used to helping out those who aren't as smart as I am, so I try to patiently explain everything even to the Harper, if he's interested. Not trying to be arrogant.
And it's blatantly obvious to everybody that if a village had this, I mean, every village in the 10 towns would want this.
So which village are we going to? Kerkönig or back to... not Everlast, what was it?
East Haven.
Difficult.
East
You see,
Haven.
this,
East Haven.
I mean, if we just give it to a village, this might be the tipping point towards conflict. Not sure if you're following, but this saves a lot of lives. But there might be fighting over it. Just like dogs fighting over prey. It's...
We should bring it with us to Kerkoning.
Unless we decide, I believe it is best we store it away safely.
Yes.
I see no sense in bringing it to Kerkonig if you still want to go that way, and we want to, saving potential victim, right?
Yes. Well, the journey is part of the destination. Well, I was to say, journey before the destination. I mean, we've got time. We don't have much time, but I think it's I'm sorry, I'm just thinking out loud. If we should deliver this back to East Haven like they asked for, but like you said...
They did not ask for the cauldron. That was something the poltergeist told you about. They wanted you to find the fishermen. Remember, the fishermen were your initial quest. And
Right.
Captain Argalith told you that
Was
if you
the right
came
lady,
back...
really?
Yeah, pretty sure. Well, if not, I've told you that now anyway.
Probably.
But remember, when you do return with news of the fishermen, you are entitled to either a spell scroll of fireball or a bag of tricks, which summons animals. That was your rewards for news of the fishermen.
How far away are we from East Haven now?
Let's have a look. I'll drag you back to the big map, which is here. I mean, you set off at first light, and what did I say? I think it was 9 hours for overland travel. So let me just get to the map. Oh, completely lost my sense of direction. There we go. So over here, you could either press on to Kira Dinaval and get there by dark, or that map scale is way off. Or I'll go back to East Haven. Or is that off? Oh no, that map scale is right. Just everything seems longer since it takes so long to get there, but it's due to the snow. So you have an option. You can return to East Haven and get there by dusk. Well, everything is perpetually in dusk, but about that time, about 6, 7 o'clock at night. Or you can get to Kira Dinaval and get there by 6 or 7 o'clock at night. And of course, you still have a rescue mission or finding out what indeed happened up here at Calvin's Cairn. You have many options. And this is the cool thing I like about this adventure, by the way. It's very much almost open world, but also with a plot going through it. So it's not unlike railroading the characters. So, unrailroaded characters, what do you want to do?
I think it would be a waste to not have this cauldron produce the food so desperately needed in these lands.
Yes.
I understand it might cause conflict, but the stories I've heard about Caer Dineval, it just sounds like they need it.
They are cut off, and Caer Dineval and Caer Konig are the two fortified cities, right? So nobody will dare attack them because of it. So
They are cut off.
Yes.
Right.
That's a good idea.
It's most useful for them. I don't know if Caer Dineval, since they are just 100 people, maybe Caer Konig would be better because it's the biggest city. You can save more lives.
But East Haven is bigger, more people.
Yes.
I'll tell you what Garrosh knows about both ones, having visited them, albeit briefly. There is indeed 100 population in Caer Dineval. There is a massive castle there, which the leader, a guy called Carnock Sever, I'll put that in there, is the leader of this place. He's known as a bit of a bully who shouts threats. That's been your interaction with him. As far as the other city goes, Caer Konig. Let's bring up my notes here. Population a little bit better, about 150. The interesting thing about Caer Konig was it was doing quite well prior to... oh, that's good to know. It was doing reasonably well prior to this whole disastrous winter. It's choked up its supply of knucklehead trout, and I'd say a lot of its supplies come from East Haven. So you're unlikely to find many friends of East Haven, either one of these things. What you also learned, Garrosh, in your previous Venter, it's the Dragonborn actually rules this town. Person called Speaker Trovis. And he's known as a bit of a drunk. That's about all you know. If you had a choice of where to spend the night, you'd probably choose Kirkonic. Kirdinaval's very basic. Kirkonic's a bit nicer. But as I said, both of them are isolated now. So that's what you know.
How many people are living in each of them?
100 in
100 and-
Kirdinaval and 150 in Kirkonic.
Okay, so the cauldron could fit all of them in both.
Exactly.
Easily.
Their leaders might not be the nicest people, but these two towns could use the cauldron together.
Yes, I don't
Um,
really trust the people of East Haven with the public executions, with burning people at the stake. I mean, if we were to give it to them, we could use it as leverage for some of these towns to stop doing these barbaric sacrifices. Depends.
That's
Well,
what I
they're
try to
here.
say, Stalo. You're absolutely right. This is a product of, a lack of food and everything. This constant cold gets to your head sometimes. Yet, until we know for sure that it helps, or in which hands it brings the most benefit, I say we store it somewhere safe. I mean, we can hold on to it and bring it with us. It's just quite unhandy, you see.
Mm.
Not even you could wear it as a helm.
Yeah, it's a bit big.
Well, how about once we go to Cardinal, when we see the city, we just find a place to bury this under the snow, somewhere where we can find it later, and enter the city and see if they're worthy of it.
That's a great idea.
I mean, so we don't carry it there and back.
Oh,
again.
I
Right,
don't want to
right.
carry it up the cab.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I do, by the way,
But-
have a bit more carrying capacity to make use of. I got 111 pounds of 270. With
So
my
you could
Goliath
wear it
string.
as a helm.
I could carry it on my back, yeah, at least.
Also, I don't want to carry these bodies with me, or at least proof of their demise. Maybe we could go to East Haven first to
I'm in no position to
let
make
them know what
decisions,
happened.
but I'm a proponent of that idea.
Yes, we
Since
should.
I would
Yes.
greatly benefit from that bag of tricks, if you allow.
We could use the fishing boat that's outside to ship all these things.
At least part of the way, because the ice won't let us come near the town.
What you've seen fishermen doing is dragging their boats to the edge of the ice and then pushing off from there. The boat could carry 4 of you, but not 5. If that was your thinking.
But Fyodor's small.
We would walk besides it anyway if we would be dragging it.
Okay, so I guess today we only have one choice: either go to Carnival or go back to East Haven. What about we go back to East Haven? We tell them about the sailors, fishermen, and pick up the reward, and then next morning we go to Carnival.
And pick up the cauldron on the way.
Yeah, we don't have to drag it, right?
Perfectly reasonable to me.
But
Just
we
leave
would
it
lose
here.
an entire day in search. Who was it again?
Garrett.
Garrett, boy's master. And a full day could be a difference between life and death.
And when you
That
say
is
Garrett, boy starts whimpering.
That is
Aw.
true. I mean-
cute little boy.
The fisherman won't be any less dead if we go to the Carnival first.
That's right.
Better to search for the living than notify of the dead, perhaps.
Yeah, I got a bit greedy there. Sorry.
It's
So
okay.
it's not greedy. The bag of tricks would be useful.
Yes.
But
Okay,
yeah,
then. Then the choice is clear. Let's go to Gerdinamal.
okay.
If we prioritize the living Garrett, hopefully still living. I mean, you know. There, boy. I pet boy.
Okay.
Good boy.
Well, so
I could-
we leave the remains of the fishes here? Did I understand it correctly?
They are frozen.
Or at least carry them to the mouth of the cave, so we don't have to go in all the way.
I mean, if we have the carrying capacity and it's always winter, like it's not that they spoil or anything. You guys want to just grab like the heads or something? What we find as
I
a
mean,
proof?
do we even need the body parts? We can just tell them we found them.
A proof at least a one head would be cool, I believe.
Sure.
I saw I got a good look at the hag. I actually can magically recreate what we've seen to get them a better idea and maybe persuade them to believe us. Yet I believe something in material would be way better.
All right, let's take the heads.
Final point, however. Do you want to explore these caverns further?
Yeah, we didn't finish exploring them. Do you want to take a look or just leave? We can also come back at a later time.
Yes. Shall
I
we?
could take 10 minutes and just walk around.
Come back if you see anything dangerous.
Of course.
Okay,
I
so
And may Moradin be with you.
Okay. So, I sneak around. As a spoiler thing, there's nothing less dangerous in this cave anymore. What I might do is do this. And all is revealed. Okay. So the most... So I'm going to say that Stacks, you go around and you need to get... The only tricky thing is if you want to explore the other edge, you're going to have to get down this waterfall again. So you're going to wait for assistance or just go down?
Just go down.
Okay, make me an athletics check.
Yeah.
Okay, you get down. Okay, so up in this room, which I'll ping for everybody to see. So I'll magically drag Stacks over there. In that room, you find... Just getting my notes together here. It appears to be some type of abandoned campsite. There's charred remains of a campfire. And, yeah. Do you have a search around? Stacks?
Definitely.
Okay.
Looking for valuables.
You don't find any valuables, but it's very easy to find this journal. It is written in Dwarvish. Do you speak Dwarvish?
I don't think so.
I actually do.
I don't.
Okay, so we'll hold on to that for just a second, but you do find a journal. Up in these caves, this cave here, so you may be sneaking right over there. Just some mineral deposits there, ice-covered pillars with some, like classic stalagmite stuff, right? Minerals are dropping down and forming these creatures. And the last thing here is there's an ancient... Sorry, here. There's a... There's This cave has ancient stick figure drawings carved into its northern walls. If you want to make out what it is, you can make me a history check. Oops. Ooh, you do recognize it.
Nice rolls.
You kind of put it together, and from your studies that you've done in your young life, even though you're still young for an elf, you correctly interpret the carvings, and it tends to show like frost giants wading up a river to a cavern that contains a hot spring, and then they drown themselves.
Okay,
So
that's weird.
So that's what you pick up. But you do have this dwarven journal. I'll be nice and just say you can get back here. And who reads dwarf? Does somebody read dwarven?
I lived with dwarves for years. I do speak and read dwarven, and I think somebody else does as well.
Yeah, I learned Dwarven on the way in the caravans.
So I'm going to
Reading
assume
some.
snacks, getting hungry, stacks knows and shares it. And this is what it says. Everything else is you're unable to read. It's just too stained. That's what you read from the journal.
Would have been fun to read beforehand.
A general.
No more cackling for her.
She cackled her last coup.
Can we at least throw her on a bonfire? Just wanna get rid of the body.
You can maybe shoot up.
Before you do so, comrades, I would like to have a closer look. Maybe make some notes, because I'm not entirely sure what kind of hag that is.
By all means.
Make me a nature or a history check if you like. Your choice.
History.
That was a 17. This was a sea hag.
Interesting. I've not encountered one with that many ugly on its face, actually. I will try to memorize her overall appearance so I could later replicate it with a silent image.
Okay, got it. Easy enough to do.
Very well. Alrighty, let's burn her.
Yeah, I'll create bonfire to set her ablaze.
Okay, she does indeed get set ablaze. The smell is thoroughly disgusting, and some of you gag a little bit. But she is burning.
And we leave the cave, I guess.
Wait, should we empty the cauldron? I could maybe take the cauldron, tie some rope to make a sort of way to carry it on my back, perhaps on top of my backpack.
We can maybe drag it. I mean, could we drag it maybe?
You could drag it on this ice for sure. I mean, you mean slipping and sliding in it this whole time. You could definitely drag it out of the cave.
So once we finish, complete our rest, we extinguish the fire, I presume? And otherwise, we would have to wait a long time for it to cool down.
The cauldron is self-heating. It does not have a fire underneath it. And the stew cools down after. I can't remember the exact description, but it would have been cooled down by now.
Naturally, I believe.
Yeah, just naturally. It heats it up, but then it naturally cools, so it doesn't keep it warm.
Interesting. I'll try to speed it up a little bit, because apparently I can do that.
Okay,
I can
so
chill, warm up, flavor up.
Okay, so the cauldron is perfectly cool, and it'll be very easy to tip out the vile contents.
There you
of
go,
it.
fellas. Do not burn your hands.
Okay.
And
Thank
don't
you.
lick the cold metal, that's actually...
That is very bad. Okay, so the only challenge in getting out of the cave is the waterfall.
Plot twist, now we all break our necks. Campaign over.
Now, while I
I still-
understand this does not look like the cauldron, it looks cauldron-like, so you should be able to move that cauldron around with you.
That works. Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Slides all the way down the hill.
Whoosh!
So how are you getting down the waterfall?
We still have pythons and the rope, hammer. We can make a rope to climb down. We can
What-
fix it to the ice.
Okay, so feel free to climb down with advantage. You will need to explain to me how you get the athletics. Yep, you will need to explain to me how you get down the cauldron. But who-
Garage, how about if you jump down, and then we'll lower the cauldron, and then you take it and
Well,
put it down
let's,
slowly.
Let's use rope so we can like easily put it down.
Oh, yes.
Let's wrap it up with rope and take it down slowly.
So
the
without-
ice doesn't break or anything.
Garrosh and Theodore get down easily. And so, Theodore, you're kind of passing it to Garrosh,
Passing what to garage?
the cauldron.
I'm not carrying the cauldron.
Okay, so
I
let's take a
can't.
step back. How are you getting the cauldron down the waterfall?
We'll tie it with rope from above and lower it slowly, I think.
Yeah, it has a lid, so we can tie the rope on it.
We have an engineer with us. Do something.
I tied the rope to a lid. Lower it down.
Let's slow it down. It's awkward, but you've got a rope and you're helping. So I'm going to say disadvantages and advantages cancel each other off. I'm going to have Stello make me an athletics check. Just straight athletics.
Ouchie.
Okay. You lose control of the cauldron, which isn't so bad, but it lands and it cracks on the side of the waterfall.
The cauldron cracks or the waterfall cracks?
Oh, no, the waterfall cracks.
Okay.
And worse yet, this creature emerges from behind the waterfall, and it sees Garrosh, and it instantly reaches out to Garrosh and tries to envelop Garrosh completely. And this is going to be... You guys successfully got up and down this waterfall so many times. It was ridiculous. Finally you failed. But this is attacking Garrosh.
What
I'm
is
lucky.
that thing? Can you describe it? Like,
I can show you a handout.
Love that.
Oh boy.
Awesome. So the water is attacking us.
Pretty much. Yeah, so this thing was trapped behind the ice, and it couldn't get out, behind the waterfall effectively, but a falling pot unfortunately cracked the ice and gave it just enough sliver to get through. And it comes out, and it's not so much trying to hit Garrosh, but trying to completely envelop him. And it rolls a 16. Oh! Garrosh narrowly dodges out of the way. What a good surprise. Make a perception check, Garrosh, DC 10. If you make this, it won't get surprise. DC 10 for perception. Okay, you see it coming, and you dodge out the way, and it reaches out, and it's pissed and it's angry. But I have kids to pick up, so we'll stop it there, and we'll pick up right at this point as this strange creature came out and tried to attack you. and you guys was wondering why I was being so anal about the waterfall, this is why. And Stacks, you rolled a 19 coming down the waterfall. If you'd got the DC was 10. If you'd done under that, it'd be you versus this creature. And
Yeah.
and just a bit of meta knowledge. His challenge rating is 3. That could have been the end of you, Stacks, but it wasn't. That's the way the dice rolls. But thank you, gentlemen. Hope everybody had a good time, and we'll pick it up here next week. Okay, take care, everyone.
Thanks.
Yep.
Yeah,
Have
see you.
fun, everyone.
Take care.
Actually, I will be able to join you next week as well.
Fantastic.
Great.
Due to exploding corona numbers in Germany, I was going to visit some friends of mine, pretty much, in Eastern Germany. But that means I will be there next week and the week after that.
Nice.
If you're gonna have me, I will stay until November, and we
We'll
can
be
prepare
more than happy to have
a
you.
heroic death for. I was about if things have gotten south, Edwin would have sacrificed himself, obviously, today. But we'll see how things turn out.
Well, while it's unfortunate to say the least, obviously our silly little game is not nearly as important as the pandemic. But keep safe out there, everybody. And well, I'm glad you're here next week, JD. I'm not glad about the reasons for it. So keep safe, everybody.
Well,
Yeah.
same
See
to
you around.
you. See you next week.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Okay, take care, everyone.